The Red Sox are streaking again, and tonight not only do they go for yet another sweep in a series, this time against the White Sox, it would be 8 consecutive wins, and all-star left-hander Ranger Suarez has the ball for the Red Sox juggernaut here in Game 3. Great to have you with us, everybody. Dave O'Brien alongside Lou Merloni and also Jemiah Webster. The Red Sox are making an absolute mockery of the record book. And, Lou, it's evident why, because it's a different guy every week or two, and right now it's Jarren Duran taking his turn. Yeah, I always felt the Red Sox offense goes as Jarren Duran goes, but really it's been going without him for some time, until recently. When you look at the last 12 games, he's now hitting .341. He's got a couple of home runs mixed in there. He's still hitting with guys in scoring position all year, .284 average, but with bases empty, he's hitting .189. Now the BABIP at .254, league average of balls batted in play is around .300. So there's been a little bit of, hasn't been lucky here this year, to be honest with you. I know the strikeouts and rollovers, but still, Jarren Duran getting hot changes this team because he can do it with his bat. We're seeing it with his glove, but he can also do it with his speed. He energizes the dugout when he gets going, like this play here last night. You get Duran going, really been the one missing piece all year. Can get exciting. Chill under pressure presented by Grillo's Pickles. Find us chillin' in a refrigerated section. One of the biggest developments in this incredible run for the Red Sox has been the power surge. And everybody's getting in the act. The Red Sox banging it around Fenway Park, as they should. Looking to do that more tonight against Chicago. Sox and Sox, Game 3. We having fun yet or what? Red Sox baseball on Nesson, brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England area Audi dealer today. By WB Mason. Get free next day business delivery from your local hometown team. Playing with Heart. Learn more about the risks of bad cholesterol at playingwithheart.com. Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. And by Toyota, recognized as the longest lasting brand. Expecting another giant crowd tonight. TC was just talking about this. Overflow crowds Red Sox are playing in front of here at Fenway Park. And Wilyer Abreu, as we toss it down to Jemai, has been lighting them up here at Fenway.
That's right, Dave. He is a different kind of hot, isn't he? He's trying tonight to extend his career best homer streak to 4 games. He is a deep threat presented by Aura. Wish you could delete yourself from the internet? Try Aura today. Since the Midsummer Classic, Abreu leads Major League Baseball with 9 homers. The Sox are now at the beginning of a stretch of 16 straight games. Despite trying to be practical about his playing time, Chad Tracy knows he's got to keep riding the hot hand.
Right now, it's I don't really want to do it right now. He's hitting a home run every day, so I'm going to wait for the appropriate time. He's on a heater, and it's how Wilyer is. Like, he'll go through periods where if it gets a little long and maybe there's some more swing and miss, he'll still find his way on via walk and find a way to be productive. And then he'll get in stretches where the swing is locked and tight and feels short. And when he does that, it feels like every ball's in the barrel and they go over the fence. So he's on one right now. He was on one right after the All-Star break too. A little lull in between, but when you look at the body of work since the break ended, it's pretty exceptional. So he's swinging the bat great.
Now, if he homers again tonight, we can begin conversations about the franchise record of 6 games set by Rafael Devers 2 seasons ago. He'll try and homer for the first time off of Luis Castillo, who was opposite Ranger Suarez, who in June was held out of a meeting with the White Sox because of injury. Tonight,
descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Red Sox. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Nissan. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer. The Payne's Patio Warehouse Sale today through Sunday on Shore Road, Monument Beach. And powered by Salem 5. Keep your bases covered with insurance from Salem 5. Make your move. Red Sox, White Sox to finish it up. Red Sox have flat dominated the season series, have won every game against Chicago. They remain in first place in the Central Division. Red Sox with a chance to lob a game off of both Tampa Bay and New York in their leads in the division, because they are idle tonight, both the Rays and the Yankees. So opportunity to get take a half a game off of the standings of both the Yankees and Tampa Bay inside the division with a victory tonight, which would be 8 consecutive games, as the Red Sox try to go to 63 and 51. This 30-5 stretch the best 35-game stretch in Red Sox history. Never done before.
You kind of, I don't know, figure out how to explain all of this, right? People, like, you're a loss of words. I'm having trouble keeping track. Yeah. Was it 30-5, 28-3? It's just 26-3. Like I said, I don't know the numbers. This team is on a roll. They show up every single night. It's a race to get to the ballpark because they just know they're going to win.
Comforts of home presented by Bernie and Phil's. Get double tax savings this weekend at Bernie and Phil's Furniture. Highest home winning percentage since June 25. And this is maybe the most significant thing in all of it. What the Red Sox have started to do, and have for quite some time actually, been a dominant team at home.
There were two things earlier in the year. He said, listen, to be a playoff team, you got to win at home, you got to win in your division. Well, they started handing it to the division, starting with the Yankees and the Rays and even the Orioles and Blue Jays. And now you're 15-4 here in this ballpark. To get 2 games under 500, you can get to 500, which is amazing given how this thing started. But they're doing what they need to do in some of those categories we talked about.
Well, Ranger Suarez coming out 4-3, 315 earned run average, taking on the White Sox lineup that likes to swing for the fences, presented by Xfinity. Randall Grichuk, the veteran, at 258, 24 RBIs. 14 have come against lefties. Sonny Gray was just tremendous last night. He had them kind of tilting at windmills in another Red Sox win.
He was spinning it. Let's take a look at tonight's starting pitchers, presented by Toyota. 30-year-old Ranger Suarez making his 20th start of the year. You see that record, only 4-3, but the ERA at 3.15. And a whip of 1.16. As for his arsenal, he attacks you with that sinker in that 90-91 range with the four-seamer. The cutter use is the curveball, the changeup, very good, and an occasional slider versus lefties. Defensively, for the Boston Red Sox, presented by CarShield, Caleb Durbin will be at third, with Monasterio and Siegler up the middle. Nick Sogard will be at first. The outfield left to right is Duran, Rafael Abreu. Connor Wong is doing the catching.
Umpires tonight, presented by M&T Bank. Chris Conroy is the crew chief. He has the plate. Tom Payne Miller and Ballou will take care of the bases. We're available as telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. We take a look at the weather forecast here for game number 3. And 91 degrees. Wind out to center field. Partly cloudy skies. Warm one. See if the baseball is flying tonight. Red Sox have won 12 in a row against first place teams. 5 of those against Chicago, also Tampa Bay and the Dodgers. So taking on all comers.
Yeah. By the way, let's not forget when it started, because it started sweeping the New York Yankees, who at the time were in first place too.
Yes.
So let's throw 4 more on there when it comes to first place teams. They haven't just beat this team. I mean, they're 5-0 right now against the White Sox. They've outscored them 33-4 in the 5 ball games. Now it's baseball. You respect them. Sweeps are tough to get. But this team's done a nice job of getting greedy and finishing them off.
A fan still filing in on a muggy night. Chase Mydroth will lead it off, and Suarez first pitch to him. Ball 1 as we get started. Red Sox looking for yet another sweep. Murakami on deck, line drive, and a leaping play by Monasterio as he snags that for out number 1.
I thought Ranger threw the ball well. You know, that first outing coming back off that IL stand against Toronto. It was just 4 innings, scoreless, 4 hits. Against the Dodgers, 4 2/3. Got to 65 pitches in that range twice now. Gave up 3. He's cruising for a while, then just sort of ran into Ohtani, right? Gave up a 2-run shot to Ohtani. But for the most part, I think navigated that lineup really nicely.
Murakami, 24 home runs, so be careful with him. 241, 51 driven in. His nickname in Japan was Murakami-sama, because his accomplishments could only be done by a kami-sama. In Japan, that means a god. Won the MVP twice there.
I remember the offseason, he and Okamoto. I'm like, yeah, this kid won't be able to hit a fastball in the big leagues. Oh, and he's got 24 homers.
Yeah.
So
guess he's okay.
Yeah, I'd say he's all right. You know, Okamoto was kind of like the better defender. Stay at third base, contact good at bat, which I think is true, and he's got good power. This kid was sort of like a wild card, right? You didn't know how it was going to translate. The White Sox take a shot, and they came out the winner.
You can tap the helmet right away here. Challenge that pitch.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And a strike.
Pitch and strike. Chicago has no challenge left.
So already they're down 1.
It's tough when you lose one this early. It just changes how you want to use it as the game goes.
2-2 off the plate. And Vargas, another home run guy at 24. He's on deck. One down, bases empty, and the 3-2. And put him away. A little zip on that one to fan him. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, it's fun to watch, right? He and Sonny Gray, because it's 91. You see that one there. It's just, they spot it. You don't need 100 for the fastball to be effective. His fastball run value plus 14. That's 96th percentile in baseball value on that pitch, and he throws 91
into a teacup. Vargas takes a ball. 239, 24 homers. He's driven in 67. He has had a big year for Chicago. The lefty with a 1-0. Line foul.
And that fastball is just so effective because he uses everything. You know, whether it's the cutter, the curveball, the changeup, little slider. He just sort of lulls you to sleep. And then he just stands you up with 91. You know, because he mixes in everything kind of evenly. Kind of gets on you like it's 97.
Hadley taking it all in from the Red Sox dugout. 2-1. And just missed with a sinker. Ranger making his 20th start. He's had 12 no decisions so far. Red Sox have won a lot of those, but he has very little to show for his wins and losses. 3-2.
4-3. I mean, he's throwing the ball well all year long. And he's 4-3. 20th start.
Red Sox have won 11 of his first 19 starts. And the 3-2 to Vargas. Liner, foul again. Got to be alert over there as the ball attendant.
Throw a body at it. Right. Ball hit hard. He's got in front of it. Beautiful. Nice play. Knocked the ball down. Made a play.
The Ranger looking to make it a 1-2-3 first. And a payout pitch. And in there for strike 3. Plymouth Rock, Sogard about to lead it off. Monasterio 266, but a 7-game hitting streak up to 385. No cooling him off right now. Red Sox about to take on the right-handed Castillo. 3-9 with a 5.06 earned run average. He just got him from Seattle, so this is his Chicago White Sox debut.
Yeah, starting pitcher presented by WB Mason. You mentioned it. Luis Castillo, down year for him, right? That ERA is always in the mid-3s. 5.06, 3-9 record.
In the left center, moving on over Acuna to make the play. 1 out.
The Arsenal's been the same for years, right? It's 4-seam fastball, going to sit around 95. Good little slider. The sinker sits around the same. The changeup. I think he's throwing a couple of cutters, but pretty much a 4-pitch mix from Castillo.
Cedon next. Obviously, all-star first baseman Wilson Contreras, who left last night's game under the weather, out of the lineup tonight. As Cedon will look at a strike, and Castillo thanked his stars for that, because Wilson is 10 for 22 against him.
Yeah. Tough night not to pencil him in.
Cedon 287, 15 home runs.
Well, the White Sox went out and got Castillo in the hope to kind of bump this rotation, right? Some youth in this rotation. The Mariners, you always wonder when they're going to trade one of these starters. He was always the obvious choice given age and contract.
Yeah, he's 33.
I hope he can kind of figure this thing out. Remember, we saw him earlier in the year, June 19th. Came out of the pen. Maybe they were piggybacking Ian Miller.
Yeah.
He just didn't look comfortable. They got him pretty good.
Yeah, they came in Seattle. Red Sox did. Knocked him around. Fly ball into right for Montgomery. And 2 down in front of the red hot Wilyer Abreu.
Take a look at the White Sox defense. Joe Vargas will be at third base with Montgomery and Mydroth up the middle. Murakami will be at first base. The outfield left to right is Acuna, Doyle, and Montgomery with Joey Bart doing the catching.
So here comes Wilyer up to 20 home runs, a home run in 3 consecutive games, and has hit 9 since the All-Star break. Man, is he locked in?
It's short. Trey's talking about it yesterday after the game, before the game. You know, in that little movement, he doesn't get too long in bringing the bat back, and he keeps that swing short. It can be electric, and we've seen these types of runs from him multiple times.
He's like, I'd love to give him a day off, but he's hitting a home run in every game. No chance. More home runs than anybody since the break in all of baseball. And Castillo's 1-1. A high fly toward left center field. Doyle is there. And the Red Sox will dip 1-2-3 in the first.
In a humidity Fenway Park, and not ideal conditions to be out here necessarily for somebody who's still ill, which is the case for Wilson Contreras, which is why interim manager Chad Tracy opted to keep him out of the starting lineup tonight, guys, after he left early last night. Trey says he's improving after being feverish and dizzy, not in the dugout currently. Trey said we'll see how he feels on if he could be used late in a pinch hit situation. Meanwhile, another Red Sox first baseman had left wrist surgery today in Newton, Tristan Casas. He was in here earlier this week to see the Red Sox hand specialist. They came to a decision that the conservative treatment that he was doing on this ailment wasn't suitable any longer, so it was up to the surgical intervention as the best option. He didn't speak on if this was a season-ending situation for Casas, but certainly rough couple seasons for him after dealing with the knee injury, guys.
A lot of injuries there. Slapped him on a stereo. And retires Grichuk, 4 straight out of the gate here for Ranger.
Well, you got to feel for Tristan. It's just one injury after another. To be honest with you, I didn't even know he was dealing with a wrist. I thought it was an oblique. Right. I thought it was a side thing he was rehabbing back. So when I saw that news today, it was, man, I mean, he just can't buy it right now. It's a long couple years for him.
One gone, and Montgomery, the shortstop, will climb in. Another guy can hit it out of the park. With 25, they're just not doing it against the Red Sox at all. 2 of the smarter pitchers in baseball back-to-back in Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez. And not letting these guys breathe with the long ball, the 0-1. And a breaking ball will miss. Sonny, another terrific outing last night. His great year continues. And a 1-1. At second base tonight, Siegler from shallow right, and 2 down. You mentioned it. I mean, after a while, all the historic numbers kind of become a blur a bit. There are so many of them with what the Sox have done. But the one that jumped out at me today, this is out of the Red Sox media relations notes. It's a great one. Red Sox have gone from 14 games under 500 to 11 over in only 42 days. That's the fastest anyone has ever done that in Major League history.
This is historic. I mean, I've never seen this. I don't know if I'll ever see this again. Kind of this run that they're on. 30-5. I got to write it down. 25-3. You know, like, hit a 15-game winning streak. You lose to Baltimore, and you're like, all right, let's see how this team regroups from that. And it doesn't stop them. Well, let's see how they come back after the All-Star break. Well, they're 16-3 since the break, and now tied for the best winning streak in baseball with the Braves at 7.
Yeah. Again, these are just crazy.
And we got to write them all down. Can't keep track.
9 consecutive series wins, second most in franchise history
since 1912. That was Titanic.
The Titanic hit the iceberg.
That was the year Arizona and New Mexico became a state.
You're checking your history book, literal history, right? Not just baseball history for all of these.
What are we doing?
It's incredible. People are like, you guys have seen a lot of baseball. Like, nothing like this.
No, nothing like this. Really,
ever.
At any level.
2-2. Down into the dirt, and that one got him. So Bart hit by the pitch. He becomes the first base runner for Chicago tonight. We're going to check on that. Did it hit him? And no challenge there, so he got a runner on at first.
But it's just the type of team, and I was actually talking to Flo before the game, Jose Flores, the bench coach, and it was like I told him, like, hey, listen, I'm like racing to the park. And I don't even play. You know, these guys are getting there earlier, even though they don't have to. They've been showing up late, right? The show and go Sox. Don't take BP in the field. It's hot, but they just want to be around it and get to the park.
Doyle with a ground ball right at Monasterio, and that will retire the side. One man left. Wins?
Yeah, I know it's a smoke-free zone, but if I'm him, I own this place. I'm going cigar right now on camera in the first, given what's going on here lately.
No, he's de-shelling some peanuts is what he's doing. Be Durbin, Yoshida, Monasterio against Castillo. Caleb 247 with 11 home runs. 5-game hitting streak. Had a double last night. Also singled. Check out tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel. Castillo misses away with a slider. As mentioned, he did face the Red Sox in Seattle when he was with the Mariners back in June. Red Sox would win that game 6-2. He came out of the bullpen and went 4 innings, no decision, but gave up 5 runs, 7 hits. So he did not throw the ball well. Now 33 years old, he leads all active Dominican pitchers in strikeouts with over 1,500. He falls behind here 3-1.
Yeah, he's still tough though. That first inning, 9 fastballs, a couple sinkers, 4 seamers, but that arm angle, it's 16-degree arm angle. You can just see it just slings it from the side. The hitter just kind of, it's always thrown guys off. He's lived with the fastball.
Good cut, 3-2, fastball 96.
As I mentioned, this is a guy that, man, he's been in the league a long time, 10 years now. This is the first year, other than I guess you would consider maybe like his rookie year, where his ERA is over 4. It's just every year 3.5, 3.3, 3.1, 3.6, 3.4.
On the All-Star team, he's gone to the All-Star game 3 times, swing and a miss for strike 3. Gets his first K in the book tonight in front of Masataka.
That fastball takes a little bit. Gonna get that arm slot the way it comes at you as a hitter.
1 gone for Yoshida. Good numbers against Castillo. 5 for 8, including a triple.
Triple
means we got to see him run that outstanding form.
Treat for everyone.
Yes, was. Change up, 0-2. Castillo's last start, a no decision at the Dodgers. Seattle would win the game, but gave up 11 hits in 5 innings.
How about the Dodgers? You sent them in a funk just like you did the Yankees. They lost 6 straight.
And 8 out of 10.
I mean, the care factor is 0 probably for that club, right?
Yeah,
I mean, let's be
right.
honest. But I don't care. You're out there performing. You still want to go out there and play good baseball. And right now, they look different.
The lead over Arizona all the way down to 8 games. 1-2, and struck him out with a fastball. Caught him looking, 2 down.
Actually went slider, changeups. The only guy really kind of mixed up some off speeds other than 1 slider to Durbin, but He just freezes him with that heater in. It's a good pitch.
So Red Sox will give it their first base runner. Monasterio with a 7-game hitting streak. 10 for his last 26.
How good has he been? 17-game on base streak. It's a career high. He's hitting 400 in it. 17 games.
Yeah, long stretch hits, 55 at bats.
Yeah.
In there he has 22 hits.
11 of them extra base hits. I mean, it's just off the charts.
At shortstop again tonight. And takes a pitch inside.
And you know, he's done a really nice job at short. I know we were up in Sacramento, and I think he had an error in 3 of those 4 games, and a little bit was not as aggressive as we've seen him, but he's made the plays for the most part. See Trevor Story there working back as well. But Mona's played well.
2-1 swung through it. 97-mile-an-hour Swifty. Trevor's been talking about when he might be headed out. No date given yet as far as a rehab, when he could return.
Yeah, picking up intensity like lateral left and right.
So he's feeling really good. 2-2 coming. Off the corner.
Well, that's part of the whole deadline, right? Now you're looking for a middle infielder. You got Curtis Mead. He gets hurt right away. You don't want to trade Arias for some of the names that were out there. And then you kind of sit back and say, okay, well, Mona's played real well over there. You did see what Chang could do for you defensively. We do have bodies coming back. Story, IKF. Let's just sort of ride this thing out rather than give one of the top prospects in the game up.
Got a piece of it.
And of course, he's break glass if needed type thing late too. You never know. Kid went off again last night. Another home run. Arias.
Exciting player. JP Ricciardi was in the booth earlier talking about him. Gets a chance to see him a lot with the White Sox. Now
JP dropped a Franklin Adios on him.
He did
last night in a homer.
I like that one. Ground ball behind the bag and a backhander by Vargas to get him. Red Sox dip 1-2-3. Home games. That goes back to June 25th. Tonight, looking to make it 8 straight wins on this current winning streak. Braden Montgomery will lead things off here against Rangers Suarez. No score after 2. He is scuffling 1 for his last 22. And then Acuna and then Mydroth.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Tap that thing.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
Connor Wong tonight. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And we'll pick up a strike.
Pitch to the strike. Boston has 2 challenges left.
Connor's pretty good. Over 60% now on that one. That was a good one, an obvious one. One you like to call early in games.
Pitching coaches love that. The 1-1. Good foul off the umpire. Chris Conroy. Appears to be fine. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Man, a left-hander ready with a 2-2. And we'll run that full 92 miles an hour off the outside. So this is the last we will see of the White Sox, unless the Red Sox and White Sox hook up in postseason play. And the A's are in town for the weekend starting tomorrow night. Peyton Tolley at 7:10.
Well, we're going to get our wish because we're going to see Perkins and Jump, 2 guys that really threw the ball real well out in Sacramento, at least for 5 innings. See if that backdrop had anything to do with it. Their best, JT Ginn, will go game 3.
And he's going to walk him, ball 4. So they have their second base runner, but the leadoff man here in the 3rd, Montgomery. Take a look now at the Blue Moon bright spot. Last 12 games, division leaders against the division leaders. Red Sox are perfect. 7 runs a game. Bullpen ERA you can barely see.
I always said, like, sweeps are not easy. I don't care who you're playing. There's always a dogfight in there somewhere. One maybe a blowout, but it's not an easy thing to do at all in this league. You can talk about American League is down, but then you could say there's parity. Teams could show up and beat you on any given night, and they've just been sweeping guys.
Left and right. Another sweep tonight would give the Red Sox 7 in their last 11 series. That's staggering.
It is. Like, it's not. That doesn't happen in this sport. Like, even if you are a super team, it doesn't happen in this sport. I played against those Yankees in the late 90s, early 2000s. We're seeing who the Dodgers are the last couple of years.
0-2 on Acuna. And as we've seen a couple of times, those graphics are doing it against very good ball clubs. Not just American League teams. Montgomery with the lead. Nobody out. Curveball away, 1-2. Chad Tracy now is the manager, the interim manager of the Boston Red Sox at 52-34.
Getting to the point where that interim sounds weird.
Well, it's a bit of a joke, isn't it? It's time to get rid of that.
I mean, 52-34. I mean, look at this team. I don't know. I know at the beginning it doesn't matter, right? He's going to be the manager the rest of the year, even when they were struggling early on. But this latest run, it's sort of just, I mean, throw him a bone.
Solidifies he's the guy. And it was a smart decision to make him the manager, interim manager of the Red Sox. In the end, very smart move. Runner on at first. No score here in the third. Tried to hold up, and he did. And they appealed to first base, some Tom Payne. 2-2.
You know, Rangers had some quick innings, but you know, 57% strike rate. It seems like he gets ahead, and then he's getting deep into counts where he's not executing or putting balls close to get that fish. Get a hitter to chase. Acuna. He's been swinging it.
9th pitch of the at bat coming up. Yeah, very hot hitter. 369 his last 36 games.
Was hitting 165. Now he's up to 244. I mean, 369 over 36 games. This guy's hitting 9th.
Luis Angel Acuna, and rattles that one foul to hang in there. Red Sox 11 games over 500, 62-51. 2-2 home, and a high fly ball, left field not deep. Duran coming in, and there to grab that for out number 1. Top of the order, and Mydroth next.
Rangers just thinking he could have done that 5 pitches ago. Just kidding. Long at bat.
Mydroth hit the ball sharply, a line out to short in the first inning. So he is 0 for 1. Former Red Sox farm him. Very muggy night.
Yeah, and I like this little break here from Connor. You know, long at bat, 10 pitch at bat, top of the order coming up. All right, let's just sort of regroup. You know, a lot of times, even if you get out of that 10-12 pitch at bat, you can lose focus for a pitch or two in the next hitter. Take a little break, give him a little breather, get him locked back in.
And this is a guy who's been kind of hammering lefties. 321 against left-handed pitching. Chase part of the Garrett Crochet deal. Looking to drop down a bunt and fouls it away for strike 1. Murakami on deck.
lately we've seen from Durbin. Button for hits down third base. Doesn't seem like something's going to work out well for you.
No, not the way he plays the bunt. And just a little bit low. Yeah, made a wonderful play charging in a bunt. The bare hand play he makes really well. So smooth.
We got ways to go here, but you would think he's a front runner for Gold Glove over there. Might have a few of them here in this team.
Might have 4. The way Wilson's handled first. Cedon in center field and Willier in right. Looking to be repeat winners. To the victor go the spoils. The 2-1, a high drive. That one socked to left field. That is way up there, and that ball's gone over everything. Meidroth, his 10th home run of the season. That is a 2-run shot to put Chicago in front early. His 10th.
Well, you mentioned he hits lefties well. He's going to get a cutter here from Ranger Suarez. If they wanted this pitch a little bit more in or not, but kind of just left it inner half. See this little cutter here. It's right into that barrel from Meidroth. You mentioned it. A good hitter, contact guy, 270, hits lefties.
Knew it immediately. Yep. Murakami 0 for 1.
He sure did.
And totally out of Fenway, so that bomb makes it 2-0. Again, Murakami 24 home runs for the year. In Japan, he once homered in 5 consecutive plate appearances. He hit 56 home runs back in 2022 to break Sadahara O's record for a Japanese player. And off the outside for a ball, and he's already thrown 25 pitches in this inning. So he's off here in this third. Walking a 2-run homer. 2-2.
Yeah, even just off. Usually when he's dialed, he's hitting that box all day long. He misses it just off, but then there's some non-competitive misses that are just giving the hitters, allowing them to get deeper in the counts and see more.
Vargas on deck, 1 man out, and a 2-2 home. A full count.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? The changeup. You want to get that just below the zone, maybe get him to chase. Instead, you're bouncing that at the plate. That's an easy take. There's been a lot of that mid counts.
3-2 to Murakami. Hit sharply down to snag that Sogard. 2 down.
Win big with the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle. You can buy tickets at redsox.com/50-50 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the jackpot. See official rules for full details.
So nobody aboard for Vargas, who struck out looking the first inning. He's had a very good year in the American League. He is number 2 in runs scored. He is 4th in doubles, 6th in walks, 7th in home runs. And a big reason they are in first place tonight. But Chase Meidroth, with a 2-run shot against his former organization, has the White Sox in the lead. And he starts him with ball 1. Whenever you see Ranger Suarez, his strike percentage in the 50s, you know he's not razor sharp at the moment.
No.
Misses again there, so he's at 57%.
And that's it too, right? Those last 2 pitches, right? What's he missing by 3-4 inches on the outside? You know, when he's dialed, that's an 0-2 count because he just painted 2 changeups.
2-1.
I love that though. A 2-0 count. I got 92 in the tank. Here you go. You know, I'm still aggressive. He's still going to throw the strikes at you. Power hitter like Vargas, usually a lot of guys get scared out of it.
Whiteshirt up, moving around a little bit. Here's the 2-1. Now another 3-ball count.
Gotta just dial it in, right? Bring it in a little bit more. Just missing arm side.
And Grichuk on deck. Popped up. That'll make the seats off to the right. 3-2.
You know, the way this thing has been going, you're sort of like, all right, down 2, cool.
That's right.
Let's see how this thing turns around, right? Like, it's just the way it has been going.
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah. So it's not going to win 14-2 or 4-0. I get it.
Remember how it was in April, May, and June. Most of June.
I'm already looking forward to the comeback.
Yeah, 2-zip is nothing. 3-2 to Vargas. Ranger trying to end the inning right here. And that's a violation with the timer. So that's a ball, and it is ball 4. And that'll put Vargas on. He's just off tonight. So Vargas will take his base on a timer violation and the automatic ball. Bailey's coming out to chat with him.
Yeah, they couldn't get on the same page. You can see Ranger just sort of shaking, and you know, at that point, Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire, looks up and sees 0. We're just going to try to regroup and gather Ranger Suarez right now.
Grichuk will be the hitter. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground ball to short. But the guy has been very tough on lefties. He's hit 9 home runs, 7 off left-handers. Meanwhile, for Rangers, 61 pitches, 35 strikes.
And 33 this inning.
The leadoff walk came back to hurt him on the 2-run shot by Mydroth. Grichuk against left-handers has been tough.
Same spot.
Vargas aboard, 2 down. 2-0.
This is one of those nights too. You wonder a year ago or two, without ABS, if he gets it. You know, plate umpire. Sometimes they give you a few inches out there if you consistently hit it. He has been, unfortunately, but
it's a great point. Remember all the concerns we had early in the season about that with him, as Weissert is now beginning to warm.
Yeah, after those first couple outings after WBC, it seemed like he lived right there, 3 inches off.
Line drive and a base hit to right. That gets to Willier on 1 bounce. Down to second goes Vargas. And what is already a very long inning for Ranger gets a little longer. About to face his 7th batter here in the 3rd, down 2-0.
Falling behind some guys here too. The pitcher's right on it, but still, I'd like to see him get ahead, just get dialed in here for 1 hitter and try to get out of this and keep this thing right at two runs. Very dangerous hitter here in Montgomery with 25 homers.
0 for 1 so far. He's grounded out to second. Rangers got to get out of this inning. First and second, 2 down. Ball 1, and you've seen him all year long. When he's really dialed in, he's as good as anybody in the game in strike 1. The 1-0. And up the middle, little loop shot into center field. Here comes Vargas rounding. There's a play at third. The throw gets right by and goes into the dugout and then out again. And another run will score. 2 cross the plate. They'll send Montgomery all the way down to third. That didn't take long. Now 4-0 Chicago.
I don't know if It looked like he had a shot here at third base, but Grichuk running into third did almost like Durbin didn't see this. This ball's hit up the middle. Cedon with a good strong throw. He sees he's got a shot at third base, and he throws it, and Durbin's kind of hands go up like he was running away from him. He didn't see this baseball. Goes in the dugout, and now it's 4-0.
Cedon will be charged with the error. And 4-0 White Sox.
That's one of those tough ones, right? Tough errors, because it looked like if Durbin could have seen it, caught it, would have put a tag down, I think he would have had him at third base. So instead of the putout, you get an error. Another run across.
And Joey Bart, one of their new acquisitions, hit by a pitch in the second. So a 4-run third so far for Chicago. 2 away. And a strike. 0-2. Bart acquired from the Atlanta Braves at the deadline. White Sox were very active at the trade deadline. Swing and a miss. He put him away with a curveball. Finally ends it, but the White Sox put up 4. It is striking out cancer, and for every strikeout by a Red Sox pitcher, the Arbella Insurance Foundation will donate $50 to the Jimmy Fund, up to $100,000. Dave, Lou, and Jemai with you. That man, Meidroth, with a 2-run homer. They add on a couple more. It's the first time all season against the Red Sox, and this is game number 6, that the White Sox have led at any point.
Oh, it's a big lead, too.
Now Jarren Duran's been cooking. 5-game hitting streak. Last 12 hitting .341 with an .856 OPS. Trying to ignite the Red Sox offense tonight against Castillo.
42 pitch third for Ranger. Not enough strikes. Getting ahead, putting guys away. Best at bat was that Joey Bart. Good ahead, put him away.
Season high, those 42 pitches in any inning for the Sox all-star lefty. Here's the 0-2. So it's Duran, Siegler, Wong, bottom third of the order in the last half of the third. Unusual feeling for the Red Sox to be trailing by 4 runs. And a cut and a miss, and down he goes, strike 3. Third one tonight for the right-hander Castillo.
Well, they're getting everything they would hope for when they acquired Castillo at the deadline. He's coming in here and just mixing in enough change-ups and sliders to make that fastball effective, but 55% four-seam fastball right now.
Well, Siegler could use a hit. 0 for his last 13, 9 for his last 56. Starting tonight at second. So down to 231. And Castillo's 1-1 home. 95 away. Red Sox have had giant crowds. Their 2 biggest crowds of the year the last couple of nights. Talking midweek. 3 balls and a strike on Siegler.
Yeah, midweek versus White Sox. You know, it's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday Yankees or anything. Oh, why not? It's a show.
One down, base is empty, and a 3-1. That'll fill up the count on Siegler. And a payout pitch from the righty. It's going to put him on. Ball 4. Red Sox have their first base runner on the walk.
Get him from the stretch. So you can see something different here. Love to be able to just put 4 on you, see if you can get 1 or 2 here, just to kind of bounce back a little.
Connor Wong, another guy just looking for a bloop or a bleeder. He's 0 for his last 15. He's behind on the slider, nothing in 1.
Yeah, now 5 for his last 43. The average was up to 280s, right? 3 in a row. Imagine Rogers will probably get in there at some point.
Jake Rogers acquired from the Orioles on Monday. Red Sox had a big catcher haul.
One thing to keep in mind too, Ranger really got in a nice groove with Carlos Narvaez.
Big time.
And he was there, his personal catcher basically.
2-1.
It's like Connor has been kind of with Sonny Gray, like those two just sort of started rolling together. It's the first time Rangers been with Connor in a while. So that not getting together and a violation as well.
Siegler off the bag at first, 1 down and a 2-1. Wong will look at a strike. He has faced Castillo 7 times, 1 for 7. 4-0 Chicago in the 3rd. With Sogard on deck. Castillo has had a very disappointing year to this point, but making his debut with the White Sox tonight. Swinging a drive high and deep down the left field line, heading into the corner. That ball's gone. That's a home run for Connor Wong. Right up into the monster seats. His 3rd of the season. Just like that, the Red Sox cut that lead in half.
Oh, there you go. You want an answer? You put 4 up just to let you know we're not going anywhere. Connor Wong with his 3rd of the year. I think both home runs he's hit this year have been on the road. He hasn't hit a home run in this ballpark. I think we checked, it was back in September. 24. His 100th career extra base hit.
Little flare out to right off the bat of Sogard. That's going to drop down for a base hit. All of a sudden, the Red Sox spring into life. The home run presented by your New England area Audi dealers.
See a slider. It's a pitch he got him. He just kind of stays through it. See that extra reach? Get out there and get it. A one-hand finish. Just finds the barrel. Connor Wong cuts his lead in half.
Red Sox have now homered in 10 straight. Remember when that was a problem? Cedon will take a ball high.
For 3 months. I mean, since the All-Star break, that's a 32nd home run. That leads all of baseball. You just want to be middle of the pack. They hit more homers than anybody since the break. It's 19 games.
Chopper there to Montgomery into second for 1, and they'll turn the double play. That'll retire the side, but Connor Wong with a blast. It's a 4-2 game. Suarez's pitching line presented by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. Very short one for lefty, although he threw 70 pitches. Gives way to Greg Weissert as the Red Sox hammer their way back in it. Now 4-2. The bunt is fouled here by Doyle for strike 1.
Yeah, it's not enough strike throwing. You know, 7 of 15 hitters first pitch strike. He's usually 65%. That's 47. And then when he did get ahead, he couldn't execute in the middle of an at bat. Got the pitch count up. He was just off, really arm side, as we talked about many times. He kept hitting that spot 3 inches off for a ball. Just couldn't dial it in.
Connor Wong hammering a home run, hooking one into the monster seats to put the Sox on the board. Doyle 0 for 1.
Yeah, and now you're in a weird spot, right? Because this bullpen is fully loaded. I think you have confidence in everybody out there. But when you got to cover 6 innings and you're down, you're not going to use Guerrero and Slayton and Whitlock and Chapman and Miller. You know, Bayo would be a long guy now that you've moved on from Ryan Watson, but Bayo just threw 3 innings on Tuesday. So now Giovanni Moran falls back into that role, I would guess, that he was when Danny Coulomb was here. Kind of like, give me multiple innings in the middle of a ball game if we need it, because Eric Miller's presence in there.
1-2 to Doyle, fouled away. Very much a manager's game here for Chad.
Yeah, sometimes you get in that bullpen, you get that long relief guy out there that's valuable. Even with great teams, it kind of gives you 3 innings when you're down 4. You know, save a bullpen. But you just got dudes down there everywhere you look.
2-2. Doyle, Montgomery, and Acuna bottom 3 here for Chicago. They lead at 4-2 in the 4th. Weiser gets a ground ball. Rangy play here. Monasterio. He'll gun and not going to get him. Base hit for Doyle.
Doyle can run. This is a great play by Monasterio. There's just a little hesitation getting the ball out of the glove. Left that glove on the ground. That's all Doyle needed to beat this out. He can run. But a great rangy play.
Sends up Braden Montgomery. Drew a walk, and he was aboard when Mydroth hit a home run in the monster seats, up and over the monster seats in the 3rd inning.
You got to keep an eye on Doyle here. He's got 9 bags. Greg's got a little bit of a big leg kick.
Good lead over there at first. And not running. And fouled at home plate. First NFL preseason game tonight.
Wow.
Panthers, Cardinals, the Hall of Fame game.
You just reminded me that I got to start doing some fantasy football research. Preferably, that's what I love about the road trips. Kind of get locked in.
It's a big deal for major league teams.
Oh, it is.
Big deal.
Also a big deal for high school buddies across the country.
Right. I hear you. 1-1 runner staying put, and a strike. Fastball 95. Time of the year. National Football League. Red Sox will invite the A's in for the weekend, and then they're going to take off for Toronto and Pittsburgh. Take on the Pirates, Pittsburgh, PA, and a dive back safely by Doyle.
I'm leaning a little bit. He starts scouting reports, right? Is this a change-up pitch count for Weiser? Good pitch to run on.
Runner takes off, along with a toss down the tag, and safe. Monasterio immediately pointing to the Red Sox dugout. On the play at second. Yeah, gonna take a look.
It was that changeup we talked about. A lot of times base stealers, they're going to scout what guys do in certain counts, what pitches they like to throw, see where this tag is.
Challenging the safe call at second base.
Ooh. He might have got his hand in there, didn't he? Close. That angle's tough because it's tough to see the tag.
Yeah.
The first one I saw, it looked like that hand might have got in there before Mona got the hip. That's a tough one.
Can't tell with that one.
That's a tough one.
Ruled safe on the field by the second base umpire Brennan Miller.
But you see the difference too in the pitch, right? The changeup. Now, if that was a heater, it gives you Connor a split second more, probably gets him. But because of the changeup, Less velocity, less time to get to Connor. It's a good pitch to run on if you're Doyle. 1-2 count's a good changeup count.
So this play under review as they take a look at New York. And again, Brennan Doyle ruled safe. Here's our best look. Is the hand or the palm on the base or a thumb?
I think that palm is on the base at that point.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Boston will lose their challenge.
So Doyle with the theft. And a man in the scoring position with nobody out. Count 2-2 on Montgomery. He was in a 1-for-22 skid. Weiser trying to extend that. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. It rolls away. He's going to have to fire on to first to get that strikeout. Down to third is Doyle as it got away, but a strikeout on the play. One down.
That's going to bring the infield in. Trying to turn over another changeup. Gets the swing and miss. A little more downward movement Connor anticipated there. Wasn't able to hold on. And he got speed at third. He's going to go on contact with one out. The guy in Acuna is going to make some contact too. Battle last at bat against Ranger.
One of their hottest hitters coming into play tonight. And Antonacci's going to hit for Acuna.
Wow, early.
Antonacci, who had an interesting night last night. Looked like he flared an elbow out at Wilson Contreras, and then Sonny Gray later drilled him. Kind of took care of that. And that's going to be in there for strike.
Yeah, that was odd early on. Trying to figure out if something happened game one. I don't know what would spark something like that, but he clearly threw an elbow at Contreras and actually veered almost towards that White Sox bullpen once he crossed home to do it. Got drilled and then glove in the face from Connor Wong when he tried to score.
One fouled away. Here's the interaction, so to speak, at first base last night.
Yeah, clearly running straight down that line. Watch once he hits the bag. The elbow comes out and he veers in the right field into right field. I mean, that was clear as day. Little head nod to Wilson. He's trying to figure out what happened. You go back in the video room between innings and you pretty much know what happened, and veteran took care of it the right way a little later in the game.
Yep. Blocked by Connor Wong. Runner at third, one down. Red Sox just got back in it after trailing 4-0. Of course, early enough, but a 4-2 game. The pinch hitter, he's 3 out of 8. Weiser at home with a 1-2 pitch. Meidroth on deck. Doyle 90 feet away. And a 2-2 from Weiser. Change up and a full count.
So when you don't, you're going for the strikeout, try to preserve that run. Meanwhile, you walk the guy and you create a bigger inning. Antonacci can run too. It's early in the game, go get him.
Line drive, that's fair down the line. That'll carry him into shallow right field off the side fence. A run is in. And the pinch hitter Antonacci into second base with a run scoring double to make it 5-2. So the pinch hit situation pays off for Chicago.
Heater up and in. Antonacci does a nice job getting to it, but similar problems to what Ranger had. When he did get ahead of hitters, the next 2 or 3 pitches really weren't competitive to get a swing and miss, to get a chase or bad contact, and you get back into a 3-2 count.
Meidroth, home run in the third, 2-run shot. Missed the ball hard a couple of times tonight. He also lined to short. One out and another run in. 5-2. breaking ball snaps inside. And Weisert's 1-1. Munetaka Murakami on deck. Weissert now 20 pitches, only 11 strikes. Red Sox are having some issues with throwing strikes so far tonight, which has been very odd for this team. 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes for a very interesting second half of this game too when you start thinking about arms. You're hoping Weissert maybe gave you an inning plus.
He's going to walk him. That'll put runners on at first and second. So Meidroth on. 2 aboard with 1 down. Andrew Bailey spending a lot of time on the pitcher's mound tonight, heading out again. This bullpen has just been spectacular. 12-0, 139 ERA going back to July 3. 189 batting average against this pen.
Well, they've been a big part of it. As we mentioned before, like, you know, Sonny gave you 6 last night. He gave you 7 before that too, but there's been a lot of 4 1/3, 5 innings from your rotation here in the last 2 or 3 weeks during this incredible run. Just a lot of those nights you're ahead by a run or 2 and you just deploy that bullpen and they just shut the door. This one a little different script.
Red Sox 3 runs down with Murakami to climb in. He's fanned and he's also grounded out. But he does have 2 ducks on the pond here. With only 1 man away. And they'll go after the first one and roll a foul for strike 1.
You mentioned the White Sox took a shot, right? There was a lot of skepticism about Murakami in the offseason, what he's going to become. 2 years, $34 million, 17 per. You're going to get 30 home runs out of it.
Cut on and missed on a sinker. It's an investment that has really paid off immediately for them, as they're in first place after several years in the darkness and 100 losses, leading the AL Central over the Guardians. Here's the 0-2.
There's one thing though, there is a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts with him. 33% K rate, 42.5 whiff rate. That's first percentile. One of the worst in the game, but you tag 24 homers onto it, I think you live with some of it, right?
Take some of that away.
Yeah.
Teammates on the WBC Japan team with Masataka Yoshida. Fouls that one away. Masa, the Red Sox DH tonight. Runners lead at first and second with 1 away. 2-2. And Weisert's 2-2 on the way. Another full count. Seen a lot of those tonight. 3-2 on Murakami. He will take a walk too.
Another guy you're ahead of, right? Just unable to middle the counts, execute. It's been the story of the night.
Tanachi and Meidroth with their leads at second and first. And swing and a miss to put him away. He strikes out Murakami, who fans for the second time. 2 gone.
Finds his own here with a good fastball. Good sinker down and away. So got another out to get here. A very dangerous hitter.
Miguel Vargas, who has struck out looking and walked and scored. Hit two guys already tonight who took ball 4 who came in to score.
That leadoff walk to Montgomery in the 3rd. You mentioned 1 for 22. And you walked him, it started it.
And he'll take a strike. Vargas at 24 homers, 67 runs batted in. He's actually been really good in spots like this season with runners in scoring position and 2 out. He's a .353 hitter. Weiser trying to stay away from his power. Here comes the 1-1 from the right-hander. Shot down the line, but foul. Well, the A's coming to town tomorrow night at 7:10. First to 3 over the weekend. They lost earlier today to Cincinnati in Cincinnati 6-5.
He's pulled that sinker pretty good. He doesn't throw it much, but you wanted that right on right change. He turned on that heater.
1-2 to Vargas. Well outside. Chicago with another run in here in the 4th. Weiser trying to prevent any more. He'll fire a 2-2 now to Miguel Vargas. And it's in there. Caught him looking. He's going to challenge it. It should be strike 3.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
I agree with you. They should be out of challenges.
And there you go. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Strike 3, and they have no more challenges remaining. On the field by the 2026 Strellas honorees. Outstanding individuals making a significant impact in the Cabo Verdean community. 5-2. The White Sox have the lead to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Dave Lou and Jemai with you. Wilyer Abreu will lead things off. Antonaccio stay in the game and left. Wilyer is 0 for 1 with a fly to center.
Well, Weir's last 5 home runs been a roll, all solos. Big ones.
Sitting on 20 as he takes a ball down and in.
Last 2-run shot was against Tampa in that big comeback. Last time they've come back from down 3 runs, they've done that a couple times now during this run, where before it was game over.
You and I are still tingling over that one.
Oh boy.
He's hit a few since then. Did he hold up? No, he swung the bat. They did appeal, and Baloo says he offered.
Well, you gotta keep answering.
Abreu, Durbin, and Yoshida, and again Wilson Contreras out under the weather for the 2nd straight game. And that one he definitely swung on for strike 3 on a fastball, couldn't contain himself, and he strikes out. And 1 gone. And 4 punch outs tonight for Castillo, making his Chicago debut after the trade from Seattle at the deadline. You got Caleb Durbin first time up on strike 3. Another appeal, no swing. Castillo, pretty savvy veteran over the years with Cincinnati and Seattle. As Lou mentioned, a 10-year man. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is a very big deal for a major leaguer to get that far. You had a great interview with Wilson earlier in the season where he talked about at that time that was the anniversary for him. 10 years.
10 years, full service, full benefits, full pension. Just something not many people get to.
2-1. Great point of pride for a big league athlete. Masataka on deck. Red Sox trail 5-2. And a cut and a miss on a slider. 2-2. Red Sox coming to play tonight have won 9 of their last 10 against the White Sox. Going back to April of last year. A little trickler here. Going to be trouble. Vargas will glove it and throw, and not going to get him. It's a base hit. Durbin will beat that for an infield single, and the Red Sox have a base runner.
Take it away you can here. Durbin getting down that line. Vargas takes a little bit too long getting rid of it. Gloves it, transfer. I think Murakami was near the bag anyway. Durbin speed, he's going to beat this out.
A 6-game hitting streak.
Murakami's still feeling for it.
Masataka Yoshida caught looking on a third strike in the second. And a ground ball and off the glove of Vargas. It'll roll into the outfield. Durbin heading into third. He's going to pick up an extra base as he dives in there. Very aggressive on the bases. First and third and one down.
Yeah, he loved the aggressiveness there. Durbin off that glove of Vargas kind of goes in no man's land. Vargas is way off the bag as well. Durbin kind of seems just sort of trotting in the second, then realizes it, turns it on, just no chance. Tanachi's got to go a long way for that. And he's trying to answer, get that one back, maybe more.
Base hit from Masataka. And his Monasterio has been red hot. 0 for 1 tonight. He is grounded to third. Red Sox trying to get Castillo on the ropes. Last inning, a walk, a 2-run homer, and a base hit, so came alive with the bats a bit. And a 1-0 to Monasterio. He won't chase that, and it's ball 2.
You mentioned Castillo has been a really good pitcher for a long time, but he's had 6 appearances against the Red Sox. He's 2-3 with a 5.34 ERA. One of those out of the pen early this year, but trying to put more on him here.
Monasterio trying to make it an 8-game hitting streak. Takes a strike. Got a 7-gamer, and he has 8 runs batted in during it. Been on base in 17 straight games. It's a career high for Andrew Monasterio. Way outside, 3-1.
He's been on fire for so long, it doesn't seem right. Look up and see him at 264.
I know it.
I expected to see 294, right? 300 with how hot he has been. Castillo trying to pepper that outside corner. 2-0 pitch was beautiful, but he can't get to that spot.
See what he gets on 3-1. Line drive into right. That's down for a hit. That'll chase in Durbin. That rolls up near the right field line and that side fence. He's into second base with yet another double. Here come the Sox again. 5-3, second and third. He's some kind of hot.
Well, that's just good hitting. You know, when I know you're heading to count, but that pitch is where he's been trying to go the entire at bat. He painted on him 2-0, which is a good layoff because he's looking for some inner half to drive. But 3-1, you're like, well, this is all he's doing. He's trying to hit the outside corners. Let's not try to do too much. I'm going to try to pull the baseball. He's going to go out there. I'm going to drive it the other way. And you get rewarded with a double and an RBI.
So White Sox with a mound meeting. Jarren Duran will climb in next. Runners at second and third.
This is where Duran's been a different hitter this year. We know it's been a frustrating year for him, but still, runners in scoring position. He's at 284, 895 OPS. Been swinging the bat a lot better the last couple of weeks. Another big spot here.
5-game hitting streak. One down. And misses badly with a changeup. Red Sox stringing together 3 consecutive hits. 2-run game. And Castillo with a 1-0. Fastball there, 1-1.
Infield's playing back. Get some contact here, you're going to get one of these runs in. Think about more early, but with 2 strikes, mindset changes a little bit.
A base hit could tie it. He had a swing. 1-2. Fastball again. Durbin with the infield hit to start it. Yoshida with a base hit. Monasterio dropping down a run-scoring double. And the Red Sox keep fighting back. And Castillo from the set. Cut on and missed. He put him away at 95. He strikes him out for the second time. And 2 down. Justin Slayton up and gunning in the pen.
Lay off that heater. Castillo go a couple places, right? The heater up. Well, that changeup down and away just off the plate. Now you have to. Tony Seagull's here to get a big hit.
Walked and scored in the second. He was aboard when Connor Wong knocked a home run into the monster seats down the left field line. Only 9 hits in his last 56 at bats, so overdue for a big one. Yoshida at third, Monasterio at second, 2 down. And it's 0-2. Two down. Red Sox knocking on the door again. Castillo has been roughed up these last 2 innings. Red Sox with 5 hits against him in the 3rd and 4th innings. 2 strikes on Siegler. And Luis Castillo ready from the stretch. And 1-2. Check swing. He stayed away from it. He did not swing the bat. 2-2.
Oh, you got it right.
That'll run it full. Tried to entice him with a changeup, and it's 3-2. Connor Wong on deck.
Well, Anthony already walked his first time up. Remember, he set up that Connor Wong 2-run shot. Get back into this count right here.
Line drive down the line. That's going to tie the game. Yoshida's in. Monasterio is in. Siegler down to second. It's 5-5. The relentless Red Sox right back at him. 5-5 game.
I mean, Anthony Siegler, you've been talking about last 17 games, 9 for 57, right? And wouldn't you know, Contreras is set to sit another game. You're putting him in there, and it's just the way it's been going. I mean, walks his first at bat, battles back an outstanding at bat. 0-2 to 3-2. Little 2-out double, and we tie this thing up. Told you I can't wait to see what happens next.
And now the Red Sox have the go-ahead run at second for Connor Wong, who's already ripped a 2-run homer tonight. And a brand new game settle in tonight. This is the kind of game it's going to be.
Well, now that it's tied ball game, now you can unleash that pen, right? That's why Slayton is up there in case you tied this thing up.
Chopper down the line, but a fair ball, gloved by Vargas. The throw is going to be in time, and that is going to retire the side. The Red Sox once again respond. They have tied the game 5-5. We'll see if there's any challenge here. And the Red Sox will not. 5-5 at the end of 4.
Inning 5 powered by Salem 5 Bank. All fives on the scoreboard after the Anthony Siegler double to tie this game up. You guys were talking about the best bullpen in Major League Baseball. I was talking to Justin Slayton, and he said, stats aside, we've got the best pen in baseball. Maybe not aware of the stats, that they actually back up his claim. As you both have said, the Red Sox pen is tops in Major League Baseball with the 2.90 ERA. Slayton said we have so much trust in each other. Whenever that phone rings, that pitcher goes into the game, the feeling is they'll go in and do the job. Then it's who's next. And that's what we've been getting. He says when everybody does their job, you feel really good as a unit, and that's been awesome.
Jemai, thank you very much. Benintendi hitting and did not commit. And facing Slayton, who comes out of the bullpen, where he's just been tremendous. Each of his last 10 outings have been scoreless.
Yeah, no, he's dialed in, locked in. Power fastball, cutter, sweeper.
Pop foul out of play by Benintendi.
And a little curveball to go with it. As we mentioned, you know, once you tie this game up, it changes everything for Chad Tracy. You're still down 5-2. You're thinking, okay, how do I stretch this thing out? Do I go Moran for 2? I'm bringing a high leverage guy in late, losing. Instead, Sox answer with 3 and a big double from Anthony Siegler.
Huge.
I mean,
huge.
He was 0-2. Back to 3-2. Double, couple RBIs and a walk.
Guy was really pressing for a hit, got a big one. Line shot into the alley. That's sliced down for at least 1. Cut off by Cedon. Nice play there to hold him to 1. Benintendi, former Red Sox star, on with a single.
Well, now they're able to unload their lefties, right? And that's one of the benefits you have, kind of a really left-handed dominant rotation. You get guys like Benintendi on the bench and Antonacci on the bench. But the minute you get Suarez out of this game, we're able to go to him. They still got Peters, a really good hitter as well.
Colson Montgomery, an RBI single last time up. He's 1 for 2. He'll line that one. Headed down the line, and a backhander by Wilyer Abreu. Benintendi into third and stopping there. And the White Sox back at it again. This is turning into an old-fashioned Fenway slugfest.
Man, you are not kidding. This little cutter, first pitch cutter, inner half. He gets burned by it. And honestly, just the feel of it, the way the game goes. Think about minimizing damage, right? You take the ground ball, give up the run. It's still plenty of time in this game. The way the Sox have been swinging it.
The White Sox with a 4-run third. Red Sox just came back with a 3-run fourth inning. Joey Bart, the catcher. He is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch. And looks at a strike. First and third, nobody out. White Sox 7 hits. Red Sox have 6. And both sides with a home run. And the tall right-hander home with the 0-1. Benintendi at third and Montgomery at first. And a chopper foul. Every time I see Benny, I hearken back to the ALCS against Houston.
The catch.
And the catch. And it remains, for my money, the biggest catch in Red Sox history.
Wow.
Bases loaded.
Yeah.
Sinking liner.
Go after that.
Sure.
I know it went up there after that.
1-2. Wave and a miss. Hit a tough pitch to get him with that sweeper. Back to that play against the Astros with the game on the line.
Oh, great jump. Bregman at the plate. I mean, that's just going all out, right? You don't get that ball, right? You have to. You got to go get it. Alex not happy. Sox were. That beautiful catch.
Clutch. And then some.
Good to get Peters.
Peters going to hit. And Bailey out. Andrew Bailey with the scout. That is the last mound visit for the Red Sox tonight. That's the way this game has been. A lot of action on both sides. Peters being introduced here up on the left side with runners at first and third for Chicago.
Oh, Will Venable unloading all these lefties. Now you still got Moran, you still got Miller out there, so maybe you create a matchup you might like later on if you're the Red Sox, but right now he's not thinking about that. Venable's trying to put some on the board here and deploy his lefties.
Peters over the last 18 games is batting .089. 5 for 56 coming into this at bat. And he'll pop this one up in a foul ground. Durbin ranging over, looking for room, backing up. He's got it. A huge second out. 2 down for the White Sox.
That is a big out. You know, again, it goes back to Bart. You got ahead 0-2, and then you threw that wipeout slider to get the swing and miss, which is really the big one, right? First and third, because now the double play can end it. But a first pitch to Peters, pop fly to third, and now you're thinking about getting out of it.
Braden Montgomery, who's 0 for 1, struck out. He's also walked and scored a run. First and third, 2 away. 5-5 game. And in the top half of the 5th. Slayton trying to hold. And ball 1. Red Sox tonight have trailed 4-0 and 5-2. Chopper. Slayton will fire on to first, and he throws that one down the line as a run scores. Montgomery rounding. Here's the throw home, and a tag. Safe at the plate. And the White Sox are back in front by 2, 7-5. Slayton on a high chop had to wait on it, and then made a poor throw to first.
Yeah, that bad news written all over it. This is, you know, middle infielder catch and release. Didn't really have much time. This ball is high up there, so by the time he catches, it's got to be catch and release, and you can see this little hesitation. Just throws it away. Montgomery hustling around, just beats the throw from Abreu. Looks like this is just the way this game's going to go.
So, man, at second, Antonacci, who has an RBI double tonight, came off the bench to hit and doubled in the 4th inning. And he'll take a strike.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's a catch and release, and if you don't have a grip right away, you sort of, I know you're competing, right? You're a competitor, you want to just try to get it over there, but give up that 1 run first and second and go get him.
That's a single and an E1. And there's Eric Miller, Red Sox left-hander in the bullpen, acquired from the San Francisco Giants. Two down to 1-1. Dropped in for a strike. So a bit of a wild one tonight here into the 5th inning. 7-5 Chicago. Slayton just trying to put an end to it here in the top of the 5th. A 1-2 pitch, and got him. blows them away at 97. But 2 more for the White Sox. They're in front again.
Or you can enter the Fenway Parkway sweepstakes. It's presented by Plymouth Rock at PlymouthRock.com/Nesson. No purchase necessary.
The White Sox also go to their bullpen. Brian Hudson, a lefty. And we'll take on the top of the order Sogard and then Rafaela, then Abreu. 7-5 White Sox. We're only the bottom of the 5th inning. So hold on to something tonight.
See Hudson throwing the ball well for them. That 2.89 ERA. Massive extension. 7-4 Tolley-esque. 92. Little sweeper and a sinker.
Nick tonight 1 for 2 with a single. So not what they were hoping for. First outing for Luis Castillo as Peters takes over in center. He allows 5 runs, 6 hits in 4 innings in his White Sox debut. Flick foul, 1-2.
Yeah, he had his moments. Right, looked pretty good first couple innings. 2-run homer to Wong, hanging slider, okay, but then that 4th inning, just 4 hits, 3 runs, and ends up going 4 innings, 5-run runs.
Tyron Guerrero working in the pen. A lot of hands on deck tonight. That's going to be in there with a 4-seamer to strike him out. Sogard caught looking and 1 away. In front of Cedon. Rafaela tonight is flied out. He's also hitting a double play. Abreu right behind him. As mentioned, no Wilson Contreras tonight. Been under the weather. 1 hopper that gets through for a base hit. Murakami lunging for it and couldn't reach it. And then Cedon is on with a single.
Like I said, first pitch, little slider, breaking ball, lets it get deep. Doesn't try to do too much. Shoots this by Murakami. Get some magic happening here with 1 out in the 5th. Just keep answering.
Yep. Good night to hit. Williers 0 for 2. He struck out and fly to center. Solo home run last night, also had a single. He has homered in 3 consecutive games. And getting a lefty as he looks at a strike. And Hudson firing a 1-1.
He has that 93, but again, much like other guys on this team, Bennett, Tolley, 7-4 extension, 98th percentile.
Durbin batting out of the 4th slot. He's on deck. Got a piece of it to hang in. Red Sox have won 7 straight. If they win tonight, if they come from behind and beat Chicago, it'll be their 7th sweep in their last 11 series, which is ridiculous. 1 down, 1 on, and time will be granted.
It really is. Your goal is to win a series. Now, you can get greedy when you win the first 2. I get it. They just happen to be sweeping teams, but you continue throughout the year, continue to win series. You know, look up and be exactly where you need to be, especially where you are now, 11 games over.
One down, 1 on, and a 1-2 pitch to Wilyer Abreu. tried to hold up. He swung the bat. And that's going to be strike 3. 80-mile-an-hour sweeper just could not contain himself. And out number 2.
A little jumpy here tonight. The check swing, strike 3. The second at bat as well. That one there is never really in the zone. Goes too far.
Caleb Durbin now 1 for 2 with an infield single. Started the rally in the 4th inning when the Red Sox got 3 back with an infield hit.
It's at the point you're just sitting here like just sort of expect him to hit a homer. You know, like the way things have been going.
2 down and the 1-0. The runner goes. Here's the throw down to second, and he is going to come off the bag and be tagged out for out number 3. Cedon had that one stolen, but came off the base, and he is out to retire the side.
Just kind of sliding right through the bag. See there, he's off. Good call.
Keep your passport, keep your hair. David Portnoy skipped Turkey and chose Boston's own Dr. Matthew Lepresti. Red Sox trailing by a couple. Feels like a long way to go tonight. 7-5. Guerrero out of the bullpen and gets the top of the order here as we go to the 6th inning. Meidroth, who has homered, 2-run shot in the 3rd.
Guerrero's been really good, I mean, to say the least. His last 24 outings, got a 1.11 ERA. Check out his arsenal presented by New England area Audi dealers. Well, it's 100, and it's almost 84% of the time. He'll mix in that slider. He'll show you a split, but it's going to be that sinker is going to be 100 to 103. He's just been pounding the zone with it.
0-2 to Meidroth, and right through there at 100 to strike him out. 1 away.
He just came right at him, and again continues to throw strikes. Sometimes you wonder if he's throwing too many strikes. Not a 75% clip, but it's just not mattering. That's just absolutely by you.
Murakami 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Starts him at 100 for a strike. Red Sox at the moment are 1 game out of 2nd place. Yankees are 4.5 behind Tampa Bay. Red Sox 5.5. Both Tampa Bay and the Yankees are idle tonight.
And there's that split. Impressive thing too with the 24 strikeouts during that 24 and 3rd innings. Only 2 walks. How they've got him dialed in has been impressive.
Dialed in often at 101, 102.
Yeah.
103. Looking for back-to-back Ks. Fouled away by Murakami.
I've seen it a few more times too here recently. You know, kind of trying to climb the ladder a little bit. We saw it last night. So I always say a 102, 103 down with sink is a great pitch. If you ever played with that, you know, top of the zone, too many guys are going to catch up to it.
Rolled softly. Guerrero will get to that. Toss for the out. 2 up, 2 down. With Vargas on the way next.
That's a couple of really good splitters too to go with it. You got one to get ahead 0-1, and then that one there, really off balance swing from Murakami.
Well, again, the shoehorned into Fenway. Red Sox trying for a sweep. Gonna have to come from behind again. Done it a couple of times tonight. They were down as much as 4-zip early. Vargas is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. He's fanned twice. And a ground ball first base side. Sogard will underhand. And in time to get him. Nice clean inning. 1-2-3.
At Fenway, can snag your seats today at redsox.com/tickets.
Now, new pitcher here for Chicago, but a familiar face to Red Sox fans. Former Sox Jordan Hicks out of their bullpen with a 3.09 ERA, throwing the ball pretty well.
He has been absolutely dialed in his last 15 games. He hasn't given up an earned run. 14 1/3 innings, only 4 hits. And he's not walking guys, which has always been the problem.
7-5 Chicago, last half of the 6th inning. Red Sox have been forced to bounce back a couple of times tonight, trailing 4-0 and 5-3, now 7-5. Durbin, Yoshida, Monasterio due up in the inning. Line drive all the way to the wall, up against the green. Durbin digging for second. Here's the throw. He'll dive in, and he is safe at second. Second knock tonight for the Durbinator. He's checking on that finger. Don't tell me he did that again. 2 for 3.
He went sliding in there hard and late. Unlike Rafael, though, it looks like his body just smothered the base and never really left it, but I think he jammed that left pinky finger. Look at this. He just kind of stays on top of it, so it never comes off the bag, but you could see there in that picture of him kind of looking at that finger. Jamming into that base, but a leadoff double nonetheless.
Masataka takes a ball downstairs. Was that left pinky he dislocated in Colorado?
You know, that started it. Still think that started it. Pop that thing back in. Long flight next day. Bomb off Schlittler.
High fly back toward the wall. Racing back. Antonacci leaping up. Can't get it. Durbin hitting third. He's in to score. Yoshida to second. Here come the Red Sox again. It's a 1-run game.
Massa again. Talking about Hicks, how he's throwing the ball outstanding for this White Sox team. Hopefully this little appearance at Fenway Park gets him to give it up. It's Massa taking advantage of the green monster. Just out of the reach, Antonacci.
Monasterio now ripped a double and scored a run in the 4th inning. Squaring to bunt, and he'll look at a strike. And coming in on the corners. Caleb Durbin going down the tunnel.
Take a peek at that finger, that hand.
Nobody out. Tying run at second. And wrap foul. 0-2.
I think it's really interesting too, because you look at the Red Sox bench. Contreras, we don't even know if he's available. Rogers the catcher. Jones is an outfielder. Although White's played a little infield. We're far from that now, though.
Yoshida at second. And a ball and 2 strikes. That was 100 miles an hour. Been a wild one tonight. And a 1-2. And knocked away from the plate. Now Masataka takes off. He's into third. And now the Red Sox can make it out and tie this game.
That's a big one. That's a good read by Massa. You know, when you're at second base, too, it's a great view. You can see the ball kick directly to that catcher's right. If it kind of trickles behind him, you don't really get a view of it. But this ball kicks right to the right towards the Red Sox dugout. Massa sees it, gets a great jump. Well, a little stutter step, but his speed makes up for it.
Here's the 2-2. And upstairs at 100, 3-2. Infield in for Chicago. Tying run. 90 feet away. Duran on deck. Red Sox have been forced to rally time and again tonight. Been a different kind of game for the Sox.
Oh, with nobody out, I don't think he's going to go on contact. Going to get this ball through the infield or in the air.
3-2. Swing and a miss to strike him out 100 miles an hour. And one down. Duran will climb in next.
And now it changes with one out. You may force that defense to make the play at home. And this is where Duran was in his spot last time up, right at second and third. Looking for some contact. Siegler came out next and really picked him up. But right now here looking to contact fly ball, get him in.
Jaron tonight 0 for 2, 2 Ks. And looks at ball one. He has been cooking with the bat here in recent games. He has a 5-game hitting streak. Last 12 games he's hitting .341. Flared foul, and it's 1 ball 1 strike. Nothing but 100-mile-an-hour fastballs here from Jordan Hicks.
Got that and that sweeper to lefties. Big strike, swing and miss pitch to him.
Here comes a 1-1 to Duran. And popped up. That'll twist and foul off into the stands. 1-2. Another 100-mile-an-hour.
He's going to go for the strikeout. He's going to try to elevate that heater even more. That sweeper down and in.
Red Sox riding their best 35-game stretch in the history of the franchise. 30-5. Trying to add to that tonight. But a different kind of game. Infield leaning in, 1 down and a 1-2. Got a piece. 101 on the gun. Once again, for the second time tonight, Caleb Durbin starts a rally with a double. He disappeared down the tunnel a couple of moments ago, though. Yoshida at third. Little ground ball foul to hang in. That was a sweeper. A 16-mile-an-hour difference from the previous pitch.
Yeah, you wonder if that's the one shot you want to take with the sweeper and try to finish him with heaters up, double it up. Always 2 places to go. Tough part of hitting, especially if you got 101 in the tank.
Line drive and caught by Meidroth, or it caught him.
Wow.
And Moss had to stay glued to third base. That was a rope. 2 down.
He gets that fastball down, and he just, this is 106.6 off the bat. Man, I thought his luck was changing. Hit some C&I hits here recently.
Venable comes out of their dugout heading for the hill, and they're going to make a bullpen change. So Hicks is out, Taylor's coming in. We'll take the break. Red Sox with a tying run at third. It's 7-6 Chicago. By New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Well, big hit here from Anthony Siegler. 2-out double to score a couple of more to tie it at that point. Coming through, and of course, always the Energizer Bunny showing some emotion.
Siegler the batter, and Grant Taylor out of their bullpen. Converted a save in each of his last 3 save chances, coming in here in the 6th inning.
98. See that, 76 strikeouts in 56 innings. Pretty much fastball 98, 99, 100, and a curveball.
Siegler a fly ball back to the warning track, and Anatocho will make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox get 1 back. 1-run game at the end of 6.
Had Durbin back in there at third base after going down the tunnel. Looked like he had taped his fingers. But he's back in there. A little adjustment with the glove in between innings. Make sure he can get those 2 fingers taped in that last finger hole of his glove. A lot of third basemen sometimes will have 2 fingers in that last finger, but he obviously doesn't as one. So now he's adjusting it, undoing that knot and getting enough room so both those fingers can be in that last spot. Whatever it takes to play, right?
Boy, he's shown that with his personality. Whatever it takes.
You see the fingers taped together. And that pinky usually goes in its own spot. He's just opening it up to get them both in there.
Serves a line drive foul, softly hit by Benintendi. Underway in the 7th inning. Red Sox bring on the left-hander Eric Miller. Made his Sox debut on Tuesday against these guys. Got the final out in the 6th inning.
You see the numbers there from Miller, right? A 15 consecutive scoreless streak for him.
And that's going to be in there at 98 to strike out Benintendi.
Yeah, this is pure filth from this man. It's 97, 98 sinker. Big slider that's a huge swing and miss. A wipeout slider to go with it. He's just going to freeze him with 98. Oof. I mean, you're talking 97th percentile in whiff rate, 95th in K rate. You wanted a lefty out there to get some swing and miss. And this is what you got here. It's a big man.
A good pocket for him as he deals a strike on another lefty hitter, Montgomery, who's gone 2 for 3. 7 runs, 8 hits for Chicago, 6 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Red Sox tonight. Where this one will end is anybody's guess. The 0-1. Ground ball at Siegler. And 2 quick outs in the 7th inning for the White Sox.
The issue with Miller has always been a little bit on the wild side, right? That walk rate's in the 1st percentile, 15.4%. But so far we've seen him, he's just pounding the zone. Tough, kind of like in season. We know what they did with Guerrero, Chapman in spring training, and in season there'll be some tweaks and some things to go over, try to get him to throw more strikes.
Joey Bart has struck out 2 times and been hit by a pitch.
It's legit stuff, though.
Miller, the 4th man out of the pen for Chad Tracy tonight. There's a check swing. He got hit as he went for it, and they're going to send him to first base.
It's not a swing.
They did check with the first base umpire, John Tumpain.
No swing.
He said no swing.
No, he held up. I'm wrong.
We'll see if he stays in now as the manager and the trainer out to check on Bart. As he gets drilled. Runner on with 2 down.
Can't feel good.
Got a catcher out there.
Too much. Been seeing it too much, right? Getting hit around the wrist, the hands. Trying to testing that strength right now. Will Venable's only got 1 guy left. Remember, brought in those lefties. It is Romo, the catcher.
He's walking off the bag. And he's done. So Bart cannot continue. It will be Romo to take over there as the runner. They're running out of guys.
Let's see, got nobody left.
So he'll take first base as the runner with 2 down. And another lefty hitter in Peters to get in. Red Sox, when we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, we'll have Wong, Sogard, and Rafaela due up. We're not sure exactly if Wilson Contreras is going to be available tonight at all to hit. Under the weather for the 2nd consecutive game. Came out early in last night's game, not feeling well, running a bit of a fever. And not starting tonight. So Romo with the lead and back in safely. Peters .261 with 6 home runs. Showing a bunt, pops it up. Connor Wong with a play, makes that very easily for out number 3. Peters in a big slump, tried to bunt. 7-6 Chicago. .3D powered by Google Cloud.
Well, trailing 4-0 in the 3rd. Connor Wong stepped up. Ziegler on the mound. Cut the lead in half with this home run here. You see 387 low line drive. 103.5 off the bat. That was his 3rd of the year. Sox still trailing this one by 1.
7-6 last half of the 7th. Grant Taylor, the right-hander, still on the hill here for Chicago. Wong, Sogard, Rafaela, and Abreu if anybody reaches. Connor Wong belting a home run in the 3rd inning. 2-run shot up in the monster seats down the left field line. Romo takes over behind the plate after Bart got drilled. And that's going to get Connor Wong on the hand. He's hit by the pitch. So leadoff man on in the 7th, representing the tying run. It's going around in this series.
Yeah, it is. This one just kind of skimmed those fingers, didn't pin it against the bat. See just the end, a little bit against the bat. Still doesn't feel good.
Play this now. Sogard 1 for 3. Third baseman Vargas is in against a bunt. He's taken ball 1.
Normally a bunt situation here, but you're going to give him a chance. Lays off that first pitch. And maybe with 1 strike you put it back on, but you're going to give him a shot here. 1-0.
Bends away from that one. A curveball to count 2-0. Cedon on deck. Vargas backing up at 3rd now, and that's ball 3. 98, but another miss. 3-0. And Garrett Whitlock is up in the pen. And ball 4. 4 straight. A hit batsman and ball 4, and the Sox in business. 1st and 2nd, nobody out.
That's 6 straight. Cool hit by pitch. Hasn't thrown a strike here this inning. As a matter of fact, he's thrown 8 pitches total, only 1 strike. And Ziegler almost bounced that one off the wall.
Cedon tonight, 1 for 3, a single.
You know, I don't think you bunt him. Nothing would surprise me at this point. If it is, I would like to see a bunt for a hit. But this is your guy. I mean, if there's anybody you want up in big spots, isn't it Cedon Rafaela right now?
But you're right. You wouldn't be shocked if he bunted on his own.
Also 6 balls in a row. Seven.
Wong at 2nd, Sogard on at 1st. The tying and go-ahead runs aboard for the Sox in the 7th. And a 1-0 pitch. He misses again.
Snowman.
His 8th.
Boy, you look right down the middle. He's just trying to throw a strike. It's tough, right? Because he's throwing 8 straight.
Fenway coming right at him, too. Here comes the 2-0. And a strike. Reared back at 100.
Yeah, he's smart. It's always result driven, right? He leaves the yard on that. We're excited. Double play. Wonder why he swung after 7 straight, 8 straight.
2-1 now to Cedon.
A little late on that one. Look at that. 7th inning or later.
Wong and Sogard lead away. Nobody out and a 2-2. Ground ball, punch foul off first. Cedon #1 in the American League with 28 doubles. Puts him on a pace for more than 40. That's elite. 2-2. At a piece of 98. You're talking about Freddie Freeman, Bobby Witt Jr. as far as doubles in a season. He's on that kind of pace.
Sure is. 15 homers too. You can see 20 in his future.
Taylor ready again and got him to go and struck him out. On #1 as he fans and brings up Wilyer Abreu. Wilyer tonight has flied out, struck out again 0 for 3. He's homered more often than anybody in the big league since the All-Star game. 9 home runs.
He's looked a little jumpy. You can even say Hudson there. Taylor rather only threw 1 strike, and it was that 2-0 pitch. Everything else was out of the zone.
Sharply hit down for it. Meidroth into second, got it out to spin the throw and not in time.
Check second base.
Connor Wong safely into third with 2 down.
Meidroth recovers to get an out here. Ball was hit hard. Yeah, he stayed on it. A good hustle by Abreu just to extend it to give Durbin a chance.
Now Caleb Durbin to check that finger. And left pinky when he dislocated at Colorado. He's re-injured it tonight. He's had a good night at the plate. A single and a double, 2 runs. 2 down. And looks at ball 1.
Ball was smoked. That's a couple now. Last couple innings. Duran right at Meidroth. Abreu right at Meidroth.
Tying run at third and a 1-0. Yoshida to hit next. He has a couple of knocks tonight. And dropped in for a strike with a curve at 84. He's going to tap the helmet.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
That's a good challenge. I think that's up.
ABS powered by T-Mobile, and he's right.
Pitch the ball, Boston has 2 left.
3-0. You know my theory on it. Green light, treat it like a 2-0. Get a heater down the middle and drive it.
See if he's with you. 3-0 pitch. And he's taking a strike. Wong at third. Abreu on at first. And Taylor's 3-1 to Durbin. Pop foul, back out of play. Nothing but gas there, 99. So full count, 2 down, first and third.
They get Abreu moving on the run. Get something off that green to score him.
Crowd on their feet and the 3-2. He had a hack. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. They'll do it again.
Gotta stick with the fastball, right?
I would think.
Get on top of it.
And in there for strike three. He went to the yacker, went to the curveball, and that surprised him to end the inning, stranding two.
Good pitch. Wow.
CBS is proud to be a part of Red Sox Nation and all the communities we call home, delivering trusted care, everyday essentials, and support that goes beyond the prescription. Learn more at CBS.com. Future Hall of Famer Aroldis Chapman chatting up some fans.
Look at that glove. You break that out in the game.
Did a fan just give him that?
See him come out in the ninth with that.
It's like a glove from like 1897. He's excited about it.
Sure.
See if the big fella is necessary tonight. If he can get in this game, it'd be a great thing for the Red Sox. Have been fighting from behind all night. Here's a look at him with the fan delivering that glove. Pretty sweet. I'd love to know the history behind that.
It's a lefty too.
1-2 to Montgomery downstairs. He's walked and singled.
Trying to get an inning plus here from Miller. Done it 3 times this year. July 12th, inning and a third, through 30 pitches. Only needed 10 to get through that 7th.
2-2 from the lefty. And upstairs a ball. 7-6 game here into the 8th inning. It's amazing, huh? Aroldis being very, very careful with it too. Love to hear that history behind it. 3-2 from Miller. Ground ball sharply hit, picked off by Durbin. The spin and got him. 1 down.
Great range by Durbin. Pulse hit hard to his left. Think Durbin makes that play with that glove back in the day? I don't know how infielders did it, but a good step to his left. Get the speedy Montgomery.
Tanachi with a double and a strikeout, fouls that one away for a strike.
Nobody up. Looks like they're going to give it to him. I was wondering if they try to get Miller past Antonacci. Whitlock was up. Maybe if they tied it up.
Outside to the rookie, and 1 ball and 1 strike. Right now, Garrett Whitlock kicking back. At least for the moment. Here comes the 1-1 home to Antonacci. And a strike. Good sinker, 97. It was a quick night for Ranger Suarez. One of the rare occasions where he just didn't have it. 3 innings, 4 runs, 3 hits, quick departure. Slapped into left field, line drive, base hit. Antonacci with his 2nd hit tonight. He's aboard in the 8th.
Good young hitter. 97 with a wipeout slider. He just sort of stayed in there, stayed inside of it. Line drive over the shortstop's head. You got to worry about him. Got 14 bags.
Maedra, 2-run homer way back in the 3rd inning. His 10th of the year. And he's going to take ball 1. And a hard throwing left-hander with a 1-0. That's a strike.
Remember, the White Sox are out of challenges. Red Sox still have 2. That was a good pitch.
Peyton Tolley tomorrow night at 7:10 in Game 1 against the Athletics, as they are in through the weekend through Sunday afternoon. A game 7:10, 4:10, and 1:35. That's a team the Red Sox recently took 3 out of 4 from in Sacramento. And the Red Sox are off for Toronto. And a 1-1 pitch.
Talk about Tracy stretching his bullpen out. It's the first time Miller's faced more than 5 hitters all year. Nobody's up. But, I mean, you deployed your bullpen as if you had a lead in this game, and you're still trailing in it.
He goes to 3-1 on Chase Meidroth. Murakami on deck. And a base runner at first with 1 away, and a 3-1 pitch. Jumps away, and that's going to miss for ball 4. So a little bit of trouble here all of a sudden. First and second. Red Sox trying to stay just 1 run down, and a couple of base runners for Chicago. And Murakami next.
There's no help out there. Looks like Giovanni now going to get up.
Left-hander Moran getting going. Murakami has struck out, grounded out, struck out, and grounded out. 0 for 4. Two on, 1 out. Tried to hold, but a strike anyway with a slider. 0-1. Hits are even at 9. Miller looking for that ground ball right at somebody. Weissert, Slayton, Guerrero, and now Miller have all been employed by Chad Tracy out of the pen. And a strike. 1-2.
Interesting. We're talking about the walk rate from Miller, but against lefties, it's only 8%. Righties are the problem. 21% walk rate versus right-handers. Against lefties, he's around it.
A wave and a miss. Very soft one at 85 miles an hour. A tantalizing slider to strike him out. Murakami fans for the 3rd time in the game out number 2.
And that last fastball dotted down and away set that up. Right, because now you got to protect to that. You got to protect the outer half. And a good slider off the plate, off that heater.
Big run out there at second. Miller trying to prevent him from scoring, and Vargas the batter 0 for 3 with a walk and a run. And looks at a strike. Remember, Miller wants it. He's got 97, 98 in his back pocket. Runners on at first and second. 1-run game in the 8th. And the big left-hander with the 1-strike pitch. Flick foul, 0-2.
Pushing him, 31 pitches. It's a season high.
Red Sox will have due up in the bottom of the inning. Yoshida, Monasterio, and Duran. Miller trying to get there. Still a 7-6 game. And the 0-2 to Vargas.
'98 there. Trying to finish this inning right here.
And Miller home with a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss to strike him out with a slider in a big spot. They strand 2, 7-6 Chicago. Half of the 8th inning, down a run. And Masi Yoshida will take a strike. 7 runs, 9 hits for Chicago, 6 runs on 9 hits for the Sox. Aroldis is up. If the Red Sox can rally here, Yoshida will look at the ball. There's 2 hits tonight, a single and a double.
Enough to get the big man in there in that 9th.
Red Sox have been fighting from behind all evening. A little chopper here to first base. Murakami will feed the pitcher, and he got it. Got that foot on the bag for out number 1.
He'll be coming in no matter what. Keep it at 1, like we mentioned. This what Ranger Suarez did, and you're trailing in a game. You really don't have no Ryan Watson, like a guy to bring in, long guy when you're trailing, especially with Bayo throwing a couple days ago. So you've deployed it like you're winning, and if nothing else, try to keep it at 1 and walk them off. If you can't get anything here.
Brazoban working in their bullpen. They just got him. Monasterio with an RBI double tonight. Part of a 3-run 4th inning for the Sox when they hammered their way back into the game. And we're down 4-0 at one point, and 5-3, and 7-5, now 7-6.
To see another one of those extra base hits here from Mona.
One man away. Fouled at home plate. We were in the booth the other night. Red Sox were tied 2-2. Yamamoto on the mound in L.A. In between innings, Lou said, I think this is what's going to happen. I think he's going to step up and double. I'm going to bunt him over and get the run in. That's exactly what happened. Overthrown there, the count 2-2. Been part of the magic of watching this Red Sox team. Can almost see it happen in front of you.
Well, that's part of it. You try to figure out how it's going to happen. I mean, when you're 25-3, you don't lose much.
No, sure don't. 2-2 and a full count. Curveball that had no snap on it. Durant on deck.
Yes, now Giovanni gets up if it's still down 1.
Taylor's 3-2. He touches 100 again.
Really kind of been effectively wild, huh? Like at 3-2, there's been some chase outside the zone, even with Cedon. Only strike he threw was that 2-0 fastball.
Hard ground ball right to third, scooped up by Vargas. 2 down, and the Red Sox 8th. So we're fascinated about the fan who gave that really, really old glove to Aroldis Chapman. Jemai, do you have more on that?
I certainly do, OB. That's big-time Red Sox fan Andy Zaitis, and he sent me a message earlier this afternoon, actually, and I just happened to see, and that is a vintage Bob Feller model glove from the 1930s that he had to give to Aroldis that he brought today. He has seats right over there in front of the Red Sox mound by the bullpen, but that is from Andy Zaitis to Aroldis Chapman, Bob Feller, vintage glove from the 1930s.
Bob Feller, Rapid Robert for Cleveland, and was a legendary hard thrower. They believe one of the original guys to throw 100 miles an hour. Faced Ted Williams. Little chopper to second base, and up with it, Mydroth. And it's a drop, and Duran's going to be safe. Well, the inning should have ended right there. It did not, however. Murakami could not make the play. The Red Sox are still breathing in the inning.
Yeah, this ball. Like Sogar, I mean, Mydroth really doesn't have a good grip on this, but still, it's a ball Murakami should handle. See, he knows Durant's speeds. He wants to catch it, just release it, but it's a little sinker. Just off the ground. And now the door is open. We've seen this team do this before. Right? There's a little error behind. Still got to go busting through it, but they have. He actually threw that in the dirt. That's going to go on Mydroth.
So here's Siegler. He's already had a big run-scoring hit early in the game in the 4th inning.
think at some point you got to see Duran try to take this bag. Doesn't look like Taylor's too quick to the mound, to the plate rather.
2 down. He's holding. Check swing, and they say it went. So a strike. Previous play did go as an E4.
He might have. You know, Taylor slide steps, but he leans back and he still takes a while to deliver it.
1 ball and 1 strike. And Duran not running. And fouled away, 1-2. Will Venable really leaning on Grant Taylor. Next pitch will be his 39th. Connor Wong, who belted a home run in the 3rd inning, is on deck. 2-2. Runner holding again, and a base hit into right. Duran taking off for second. He'll stop there as Montgomery hustles it in. Second hit tonight for Siegler, who had been in a long slump, but 2 knocks in this one.
Yeah, with a walk and a run scored to go with it. Couple RBIs. Big night from Siegler. Looks like that's going to do it for Taylor.
So Brazoban has been working in the pen. Will be called on to enter the fray with runners at first and second and 2 down in a 1-run game. And it continues to be awfully tight here. 7-6 Chicago. We'll have more in a moment. Red Sox baseball on Nest brought to you by Subaru of New England. Love, it's what makes Subaru Subaru. And by Plymouth Rock Auto and Home Insurance for Boston sports fans. Red Sox have been forced to rally on several occasions. Once again here, Brazoban just acquired from the Mets. He inherits runners at first and second, and Connor Wong the batter. He's a 2-run homer tonight. He's also been grazed by a pitch.
Yeah, he can be a little bit wild, but he's doesn't give up a ton of contact. Good contact. Gets ground balls a lot with that sinker at 97. Good changeup to go with it.
Hard hit but foul. Connor does have 3 at bats against this guy. Has 1 hit. And his home run back in the 3rd.
Yeah, caught that slow slider here from Castillo out in front of it. A line drive over the green monster. 2-run shot.
Now foul on a changeup. 1-2.
Brazoban probably has to save this game. Does not have a save on the year. Didn't have one with the Mets. Got 3 blown saves though.
Jerk that one. There goes Duran. Here's the throw and the tag, and he is safe. Somehow he got in there. Somehow he got in there.
Wow.
Venable with a hand up. He looked like he was dead. They are going to challenge it.
So what the umpire saw here.
Chicago's challenging the save call.
Looks like they got that jersey before that hand. He's going to be out.
Yep.
It's an aggressive play by Duran, but this ball goes in the dirt. Give Romo a lot of credit. Kind of corralled it close to him, and Vargas was playing deep. Put it right on the money. Hit him on the run.
Romo couldn't believe the call. And the White Sox are walking off the diamond even before it's official. Waiting from the official word here from New York.
After review, the call on the field's overturned. The runner is out. Chicago retains the challenge.
And that is out number 3. End of 8, 7-6 White Sox. On to the 9th inning. Time now for our Ford first in quality call to the bullpen. Giovanni Moran will take over in the 9th in a 7-6 game. Chicago up 1. As the Red Sox lose the tying run and a play at 3rd.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. I mean, you're already in scoring position. You know, base hit with his speed, you're probably going to score. Yeah, you're trying to be aggressive. Again, Romo does a really nice job. This ball was really yanked. He gets the jump on it, but He did a good job of knocking it down, keeping it right where it was, and putting the throw right on the money.
So Benintendi to lead it off here against his former mates. He has a base hit and a strikeout tonight. Played 5 years for the Red Sox. Grounds that one to third, and a scoop by Durbin drawn in and gets him. One down.
Keep it right here. Give him a shot, right? Wong will lead off that ninth. Back to the top of the order.
And we'll send up Colson Montgomery, who has a pair of hits in this one, 2 for 4. Very good power. He's hit 25 home runs. One thing about the White Sox, a big reason they're in first place in their division, they hit a lot of homers. Got one tonight by Chase Mydrot back in the third inning, 2-run shot. And a left-hander with a 1-0. A lot of guys have gotten into this game. A lot of pitchers, a lot of position players. So we're pushing a 3-hour game. This day and age with the timer, that's a long game.
Yeah.
For a 9-inning game.
Used to be a quick one. Right?
Used to pray for those.
Celebrate 3.
That's right. 3 balls and 1 strike. Longest 9-inning game the Red Sox have played this year is 3 hours 22 minutes. It was very early in the year against Minnesota. And that's going to be ball 4. Montgomery is on with 1 down. And Romo, the catcher. The official hospital of the Red Sox is, of course, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. They're advancing medicine with breakthroughs in research, nationally ranked specialty care, and innovative treatments. You can learn more at bidmc.org. Line shot but foul. Romo hitting 132. Has hit 5 home runs. One out, one on. Fly ball into center, shallow, coming over Duran, but Cedon takes charge. 2 down. Due up for the Red Sox when we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Connor Wong, Nick Sogard, Cedon Rafaela. Oh, how you'd love to see Cedon up there with a chance to do something. Two down, and that'll be ball 1. Attendance tonight 37,082. It's another sellout. Crowds have been amazing. And a 1-0. That'll misfire. 2-0. The crowds have become a genuine factor, I think, in the success of the Red Sox at home. As mentioned, 15-4 in the last 19 home games. Looking to do it again tonight. Here comes the 2-0. Rand's thrown 11 pitches, only 4 strikes. There's those last 19 at Fenway. To Peters will not be made, and that's going to be a balk, and that'll send down the runner to second. Montgomery will take second on the balk. So he's into scoring position with 2 down.
And you just get your feet caught here. You see him coming off that mound. If he just lost that back leg on the rubber. Stumbled. 3-0, you're going to be careful here. You got a base open. Montgomery on deck.
And pounds it in there for a strike. 93 miles an hour.
Oh, no fear, huh?
And the 3-1 to Peters. He'll take ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Moran. First and second with 2 down. Braden Montgomery 1 for 3, a single and a walk tonight.
We got to get ahead here. Young kid and kind of get ahead, count leverage, maybe get him to expand. A couple of walks here really put him in a tough jam here in the 9th.
Montgomery 231, 3 home runs. 0 for 1 lifetime against Moran. And a 1 hopper that'll get to Siegler. He'll go to first. And that's out number 3. Well, here come the Red Sox, bottom of the 9th inning. Down a run to the White Sox. Time for our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. So here we go. 1-run game, bottom of the 9th inning. Now, during this amazing run where the Red Sox have gone 30-5, they have had 1 game where they walked it off. Haven't had to do it. There's a shot but foul off the bat of Connor Wong underway here in the bottom of the 9th.
It's back when it all started. Remember that first weekend against the Yankees, game 4 was Jarren Duran. They also got their lone win when trailing after 8. That was against the Mets the game before the All-Star break. They're 1-46 when trailing after 8 innings.
0-1. He looked to hold up and he did. Connor tonight 2-run homer. He's also been hit by a pitch. Sogard on deck and then Cedon Rafaela. And Brosbon home of the 1-1. It's sharply down the line, but a foul ball. He was on it.
Well, that's a couple sinkers in that he's really turned on foul. I saw Brosbon go for something different. It's like Eli White getting ready to pinch run if Connor was able to get on.
High fly ball left field, back to the wall. That one up there off the green. Wong heading into second. He is there with a slide in double to begin the bottom of the 9th. And here comes White out to run for him.
Well, he was left at the plate the last inning. Connor Wong kind of looking around saying, listen, I can run a little bit. But this is what we said. He went back to that changeup because Connor really turned on a couple of sinkers, but he left this one up high off that wall for a double. I'm curious to see what Sogard does here, right? You play for the tie at home, normally play for the win, but you do have Chapman and Whitlock who you haven't used. I think you'd mind to go extras.
Sogard squaring, drops it down, a beauty. Romo throws and got him at first base. White safely into third. Fine bunt. And the Red Sox with the tying run 90 feet from the plate. And Cedon coming up.
That's a beautiful bunt. Look at that, just deadens it. Maybe a little bit more steam on it. Make Romo go a little bit further. You beat this thing out. Regardless, you get the job done. And now you got that man up here, Cedar Rafaela.
And that man warming up quickly.
As I mentioned, Brazoban had a really nice year for the Mets. Only has 2 career saves, none this year. In a different role here with the White Sox.
Cedar tonight is 1 for 4 with a base hit. 15 home runs for the center fielder. Infield is drawn in for Chicago.
The last walk-off home run was Cedar Rafaela versus the Rays last year before the break.
Remember it well. So throw down to third and back in. White very safe, but Romo with a chancy play.
Yeah, confident thrower. You're not kidding. Got to get around the runner. Ball could have hit off a body.
Big right-hander with a 1-0. 98. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abreu on deck. One and 2.
All sinkers unable to get a hold of here.
Cedar will get time here from the home plate up Conroy.
Pretty much sinker slider, sinker changeup rather. The righties. Get the right one.
Brazoban coming set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss with a sinker away and struck him out. 2 down. And Wilyer will step in.
Yeah, this one really never a strike out of the hand. Cedar just trying to get a piece of it to survive, but it's a big at bat there for Brazoban. They've had opportunities here.
Quiet night so far for Wilyer. He's 0 for 4. Takes the first one for ball 1. And White at third just dying to touch home plate. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Change up 1-1.
Right back to it.
One to Abreu. Grounded foul.
3 in a row.
Another changeup. What do we see here?
Probably think Heater up out of the zone. See if he can get him to chase it.
1-2 pitch. And that was it at 99, but a miss. 2-2. Everybody up, and a 2-2 from Brazoban to Wilyer Abreu. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit into center field. White will score. 7-7. Absolutely relentless, this team.
Goes back to the sinker down. Like, to me, you just elevated a Heater. Should be a changeup down or have Heater up in the zone. Williams just stays on it after an 0 for 4 night. Your most important at bat's the next one.
Durbin wailing away as a double and a single tonight. He's gone 2 for 4, so the Sox have tied it. Been a crazy game.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like we said, how's it going to happen?
Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Here's the throw down. The tag. He's safe. A steal for Wilyer Abreu. He's in a scoring position. Venable to hand up. And they are going to challenge at second.
Did he get that hit? Most important part here is they called him safe. Does he get this hand on the bag before the hip? Looks like he got that hip, but still tough to see from that angle. Could be better from here. When does he get him? Still reaching, still reaching.
Hard to tell.
It is. He's just left reaching the whole time.
You mentioned the most important thing, the call on the field. Do you have evidence to overturn that? As they watch in the replay command center in New York City. Giant call here. Red Sox have tied the game in the bottom of the ninth.
Tough to see when he gets that hip. Right there, is he on it now? I don't think he is. He might have got it before he got his hand in there. Hey, Romo's done a nice job with his arm, boy. He's changed the last couple innings.
Yes, he has.
I wish Bart was still in the game.
Abreu ruled safe by the second base umpire Brennan Miller.
It's just a question whether Mydroth kind of gets him or when he does.
And here it is.
After review, the call on the field's overturned. The runner is out.
Out number 3. So the Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth tie the game. We are going to extras at Fenway in a 7-7 tie. Here, Jake Rogers, one of the 2 catchers acquired from Baltimore at the trade deadline, along with Adley Rutschman. He'll take over behind the plate, and Aroldis Chapman will be on the bump.
Well, Chapman comes into this game, and this is one of the reasons why maybe you're playing for 1 run, because you still have Chapman and Whitlock kind of in the tank out there in your bullpen. So we a leadoff runner here on second base, but
Montgomery, the man, the ghost runner. Check swing for a moment there. Rogers couldn't find it, but no advance by the runner at second. That's going to be a swing and a miss by Antonacci, who has a couple of hits. He's been a little dangerous. Into the 10th inning.
throwing Rogers in here right now, right? Late in the game, first appearance, a member of the Red Sox. White's been in it. Miller's been in it. Go get him here in extras.
Yeah. 97 away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Montgomery made the last out in the 9th inning, so he's the ghost runner at second. And Chapman's 1-1. It's an elevated slider.
Gotta get to know Aroldis Chapman, huh? Got him before. Go up there in the 10th. What do you got? Well, I got, I'll start around 95. I'll work my way up to 99, 100. Slider's been filth. Same with the split.
1-2 home.
That first hitter's always so important. Right? Puts the bat in the ball, moves the runner, or gets him in. Get that infield pop up, lazy pop up, strikeout. Now really kind of changes the outlook of the inning.
And left-handed with a 1-2. Ground ball wrapped to the right side. Siegler will get the man at first and will advance Montgomery to third with 1 away. And Mydroth will be next, top of the order for Chicago.
Well, at minimum, did his job. Right, got the guy over to third base. All right, Mydroth really tough to strike out.
He's proven that tonight. He's walked twice. He's also ripped a 2-run homer. 272 with 10 home runs. Infield is drawn in with a man at third. Murakami on deck. And Aroldis with a 1-0 pitch.
surprised. Usually on a foul ball, kind of third base, got man on third, kind of gives it away. Montgomery really didn't break towards home. Almost like he's not going on contact. Usually with one out, you try to challenge it, but
1-1. Well, now Roldis has the upper hand. That was a split. One down, runner third. Difficult man to fan, but Chapman will fire the 1-2 pitch.
That split before he threw, he left it up. Meidroth got a piece of it. You wonder after that 98, try to execute a good split down.
1-2 on the way.
No. Another heater.
Chappie just named the American League reliever of the month for July. Led the major with 10 saves, a 0.75 ERA. And here's 1-2 to Meidroth. Swinging a shot high and deep to left. That went back to the wall, and that is out of here. 2-run homer, second one tonight for Chase Meidroth. And what has been a wild one. He has been the star offensively for Chicago. A pair of 2-run homers to make it 9-7.
Another split. I mentioned he left that one up before that Meidroth got a piece of. And it's been a great strikeout pitch for him, but look where this ends up. I mean, this ends up, doesn't really do anything, kind of just stays inner half. Very similar spot to where he hit that cutter off of Ranger Suarez.
Murakami takes outside for a ball. Now look at Chapman's reaction.
Yeah, a couple splits he just didn't execute.
A former Red Sox farmhand coming back to Fenway. 1 ball and 1 strike. Murakami 0 for 5 with 3 Ks.
Well, the way this one's going, just keep it right here. See what happens in the 10th.
Exactly right. 1-1. Wrapped to the right side, and Siegler. Long night for Murakami, makes another out. So 2 gone. And it'll be Vargas next. First time in his career Chase Meidroth has a multi-home run game. Driving in 4 tonight.
Up against a team that traded him away. Of course, it's for Garrett Crochet, so you understand it, but still.
Vargas is 0 for 4. He's also walked and scored a run. .237 with 24 home runs. Durbin, Yoshida, Monasterio due up for the Sox in the bottom of the 10th.
There's that good split there. You see the big difference in the action. It's always interesting when you get a guy on third, a catcher you're not familiar with. Confidence to bury that split with a man on third, because he left a couple hangers up to Meidroth.
0-2. Two down, bases empty, but 2 big runs in for Chicago. Sock to right field. Abreu plenty of room back there, though, and he'll make the catch. Side retired. Red Sox down 2 as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Aroldis Chapman here in Chicago is a 9-7 lead as we bring you the bottom half of the 10th inning. Trevor Richards, right-hander, just tied the season high 4 strikeouts against the Yankees. Also did it against the Sox back in July. 3 3.40 ERA as he'll take over.
He doesn't have any saves either for this White Sox team. Throwing the ball pretty well. The guy's hitting just 207 with him as a member of the White Sox. He was picked up by from the Phillies earlier in the year.
Well, Red Sox have been forced to rally time and again tonight. Once again here in the 10th. Abreu the ghost runner at second and Durbin the batter. Caleb, a good night, interesting night, single and a double. Also re-injured a dislocated finger that he had suffered before this incredible run got underway. A swing and pop it up sky high, backing out Mydroth. Still out there and a long way to go. It goes down, but he makes the catch. Abreu staying put and one away.
He's drifting back there, ends up falling down on his knees to make this catch. The Red Sox have had some opportunities. Last couple innings, made the last out on the bases. See if he can't get a couple here.
Masataka single and a double, 2 for 4 tonight. One out in the bottom of the 10th, and he'll take ball one. In for a strike.
Oh, it looked like one.
Whitlock warming for the second time in the Sox pen. Moss is 4 for 8 with a couple of doubles off this guy, so he gets a good look at him.
Pretty much two-pitch guy, especially the lefties. Just that fastball and the changeup.
One down and a 2-1. He was tempted, held off on a high fastball, 3-1. On a stereo on deck. And the 3-1. Now he's taking it. That's ball 4. So the tying runs are on with one down.
Just keep fighting back. This has been a battle all night long. Give the White Sox credit. Kept adding on here, but Monasterio's come through time and time again here in this last month.
Jahmai Jones going to run for Masataka. At first base, Abreu at second. Monasterio the batter.
Guessing that Tracy might be done too. The only guy left on his bench is Contreras, and hasn't used him to swing the bat yet. I don't think he would use him.
Wilson under the weather, came out of the game because of that yesterday. Has not played tonight. And Monasterio to dig in. He's gone 1 for 4. An RBI double in the 4th inning. First pitch wide for ball 1. You count out the 2026 Red Sox at your peril. One man away and a 1-0. Has a shot. Drilled to left high. High off the monster. Abreu is in. Jones down to third. Throwing to second. Will not get him. Will not get him. And it's a 1-run game again. 9-8.
Mona. I mean, just a double machine. Extra base hit after extra base hit. I mean, this ball was hit so hard off the wall. Jones, you were thinking hopefully maybe come around to tie this thing up, but it just ricochets off. Played well off that wall. He's unable to score, but you're going to leave it. Actually, they're going to walk Jarren Duran.
Yeah, that's going to load up the bases.
For Anthony Siegler. We said before, comes into this game in his last 17. He was at 9 for 56, 161. And today he's 2 for 3 with a walk, run scored, and 2 RBIs.
In this season, the way things have played out with this remarkable flip, this makes perfect sense.
Why not?
And he's had a very good night with a double and a single. He's also walked and scored. No place to put him.
He's an aggressive hitter. He likes that first one.
Bases loaded, 1 down. You're right. Changeup though, and it's 0-1.
Again, changeup, fastball mix for the most part. So that slider, but mainly only the righties usually.
0-1 swing and a drive out to center field. Peters is there to make the catch. Plenty deep enough. Here comes the tying run. The Red Sox have tied it 9-9. And 2 more move up into scoring position.
Just can't put him away. You can't do it. They don't know how to lose. They never give up.
9-9 in the bottom of the 10th.
Nice adjustment too by Siegler, right? Went to that changeup, got one up. John Henry can't believe it. Red Sox fans can believe it. This has been going on for a while. And why not here?
Jake Rogers, brand new to the ball club, batting with runners at second and third and 2 down. Monasterio, the runner at third, represents the winning run here in the 10th. And he's going to take a strike.
I mean, welcome to the team. Huh? Give me a walk-off.
Look at this. 2 for 5 with a home run, 4 RBIs against Richard.
He owns them.
0-1. And inside on a changeup.
Rogers with Detroit. Got him from Baltimore. It's only 1 for 5 at Baltimore. 163 on the year.
2 down. And a check swing, and that's down low. They do appeal and no swing. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This would be something else.
Two balls, 1 strike. 9-9 game, tying run at third. And a 2-1. Way up. 3 balls and a strike. Sogard on deck. And a 3-1. And he walks him, and the bases are loaded again. And it falls to Nick Sogard.
Well, bases loaded now. The way this inning's gone for Rogers. He's just trying to throw a strike. It doesn't get hit.
So Nick tonight had a base hit back in the 3rd inning. Also has a sac bunt this evening. There's a man at every base with 2 down here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Red Sox have responded again with 2 more to tie it at 9. And Richards ready. Line drive, 1 hop. Here's a play at second, close, got him there, and a bang bang play on the throw by Montgomery to retire the side and get out of the inning, and no challenge on the play. And Montgomery with a heck of a pick.
Oh, what a pick. And a great throw too to lead Mydroth to get there in time. Good footwork by Chase to get his foot on there quick.
Oh.
We're going the 11th.
It has certainly been one of the games of the year for the Boston Red Sox, and with the summer the way it's played out, that's saying something. We're 9-9 as we go to the 11th. Garrett Whitlock. There aren't many guys left on either side. This is coming right down to your last man.
I think Bale's the last guy you got. I think that's it. You don't have a position player. Contreras, I don't know where he is. Maybe on the couch. Now it's up to Garrett Whitlock here to try to put up a 0 and see if they can't pull one out.
Now Vargas is the runner, Benintendi the hitter. Here we go to the 11th. And the first one pounded in for strike one. And from a Red Sox standpoint, what a guy to have left in Whitlock.
Well, that's why you're playing for 1 in the 9th. You know, you got Chapman and Whitlock left. Oh.
Changeup, filthy 0-2. Vargas, the man at second, a ghost runner. Well, the White Sox probably thought maybe we get this thing wrapped up. 9-7 after the Meidroth home run. Not so much. Fly ball left field, driving back Duran onto the warning track, and he's got it. Runner will hold at second as the throw comes in. That big first out, getting Benintendi one away.
Yeah, that is a big first out. You know, Vargas kind of playing coy out there at second base with nobody out, letting Benintendi to move him over. But now with 1 out, you got to be a little careful, right? Just keep an eye, change your looks. He's got 11 bags. He can run.
Colson Montgomery, pair of hits and a walk.
Meidroth can't believe it.
I know it. Still has a look of shock on his face. Thinks the game should be done. It's at 2 2-run homers. Red Sox were down early in this game, 4-0, then 5-3, 7-5. Red Sox came back dramatically tied at 7-7, trailed again 9-7, and now 9-9.
Well, we haven't seen one of these.
No.
Right? And we said early on, can't wait to see how it ends. But the fight and the battle from this team, this one here's a grind.
1-1 and in for strike. 1-2 on Montgomery. Red Sox have already won the series, 9 consecutive series, but looking for yet another sweep. And it just won't let go tonight. That is going to be away from the catcher Rogers all the way to the backstop. That'll advance the runner to third on a wild pitch.
It's a big one too. This one just looked like that slider really gets away from Whitlock. Right off that mask of Rogers, not much he could do there, but now the infield is in.
Bayo bouncing in the bullpen. They can make it out and bring in the go-ahead run. And a high pop-up, shallow. On comes Cedon. Makes the catch. Runner trying to score. Here comes the throw home, and the tag. He's safe. Vargas in to score. And no challenge here. 10-9 Chicago with 2 down.
Yeah, that wild pitch, right? That's what we talked about. The infield's in. That ground ball could affect it. Now a shallow fly ball. Looks like they want to appeal third here. Whitlock's going to have to get on the mound and then step off. They're thinking maybe Vargas left early here. Nope.
He did not.
Check out this tag here. See, say down with this catch. Shallow, he knew there'd be a play. But yep, good jump. Mentioned Vargas can run. It just beats that throw.
So it brings up the catcher Romo with the bases empty.
Just speed out. Good throw right on the money. He's tagged by Rogers. Just that hand gets in there. Big guy who can run.
Yeah. He's a good player. Home run pop. Couldn't contain himself in that swing and a miss, and count 0-2. Base is empty and 2 down. And off the plate. Ten runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Chicago. 9 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Sox.
Well, why not? Right, that's the way the night's been going.
1-2 from Whitlock. Sinker missing and 2-2. Peters on deck. Should it get that far, and a 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with a slider. Run in. Chicago on top. 10-9 in the middle of the 11th.
Well, last inning in the 10th, first and second, it was Andrew Monasterio's second double of the game, second RBI of the game that got the Sox within a run. He scored 1 there. Got into second and third. And Siegler with the sac fly tied this thing up, but the Sox now here down 1 in the 11th.
And Nick Sogard will be the runner at second to open up the bottom of the 11th, with Cedar Rafaela to climb in. Cedar tonight has gone 1 for 5 at a base hit back in the 5th.
A little jumpy his last at bat.
Swinging a line drive into center field, dropping. It's down for a base hit. Sogard held up a bit. He's into third. He'll stop there, and they're safe on the corners. So right away, Cedar swinging a bat, first and third, and a tying run again at third base.
Yeah, Richard's still in this one here. Gets a fastball right up that middle. Sogard does a nice job, right? Nobody out. You don't want to get too aggressive. Nobody out. You want to get to third, make sure this thing gets down. Still in a good position here to score a run. That infield's going to come in a little bit. Come in all the way in the grass.
And Willier, who's been mashing, swings immediately. High fly ball into center field. Back it up. Peters onto the track. Plenty deep enough. Sogard will tag. He is in to score. And we are back to even again. We are 10-10 in the 11th.
Oh, 2 pitches. Tied this game up rather quickly. Well, that Brian Bayo is now up in the bullpen. Remember, on Tuesday he threw 3 innings. This is that changeup. Like I said, 4-seam fastball changeup from Richards to lefties. 3 innings on Tuesday, but only 28 pitches.
Cedar, the base runner, not going immediately, and Durbin will take ball 1.
I'm sure Tracy would like to end it before he came in.
2 hits tonight for Durbin, 1 for 1 as we showed you lifetime against this right-hander, and that's up top for a ball. That was a changeup. So man at first, 1 down. Jahmai Jones would hit next. And a 2-0 from the righty. And a ball. Fastball missing, 3-0. 1 more like that, and a potential winning run moves to scoring position. Cedar with the lead at first. He's running. A strike, the throw down, and it gets away, so he's safe. A stolen base with 1 out.
Yeah, such a sneaky pitch to steal on. You know, 3-0, the pitcher's basically just thinking about throwing a strike. He's not thinking about the base runner. Gives you an opportunity to get a great jump. Cedar does and gets 16th bag of the year. You know what's going to be a heater, but he's not paying attention. He's just trying to throw a strike.
Hitters count 3-1. Rafaela off second, and that's high and tight. He walked him. Durbin is aboard, first and second. And Jahmai Jones to climb in.
It's a good matchup here for Jahmai because he doesn't really face a lot of righties, right? He's a left-handed specialist. However, Yeah, Richards, he'll throw that slider more so to righties. He's comfortable with that fastball changeup combo right now. The slider gets used about 15% to righties. That's usually the problem for a right-hander who doesn't face a righty often.
Jemai does have 6 pinch hit RBIs this season, showing a bunt, and it was called a ball.
Catcher challenging the ball call.
Remember, the White Sox ran out of challenges in regulation, but if you have 0, you get one in extra innings. They got one in the 10th, didn't use it. They have another one here in the 11th.
Now first and second, 1 down. Jones acquired from the Tigers in a quiet trade on July 14th. Trying to get noisy right here with his new club. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball 0-2. Monasterio waiting on deck. And a big RBI double last inning. 2 strikes on Jones. Ground ball. Diving play. Vargas throws into second. Safe. Everybody's safe. Sanon holding at third.
Hustle by Durbin. It's a great play by Vargas to keep this in the infield. But look at Durbin getting off, getting down that line to beat this throw. A little off balance, didn't get much on it. Durbin beats it up, beats it out rather than set up. Who else? Monasterio.
Venable coming out of the dugout, and he's going to want an extra infielder now, so he brings Antonacci in. And he's going to load up on his infield to try and prevent this run from scoring at the plate. So he goes to the infield glove. And this is what it's coming down to on a crazy night at Fenway.
A wild night, boy. I tell you, got your money's worth here.
Well, that's what this ball club has been giving you for many, many weeks now. Some bang for your buck. And tonight, right at the top of the list as far as that's concerned, as they've rallied over and over again. They have tied the game 10-10, and now Monasterio the batter with only 1 down. And the Red Sox trying to win it right here and make it 8 straight wins and give them another sweep.
How about Jemai Jones? Came into that at bat 1 for 19 off righties. Battles it, puts it in play, extends it.
5 infielders swinging a high pop-up, skied, backing out Montgomery. Also Mydroth, and Montgomery makes the catch with the infield fly in effect. And 2 down. So that won't get it done, and that'll bring up Jarren Duran.
Yeah, that might do it for Richards too. It's the guy you wanted right there.
And now they can go back and bring Antonacci back to his outfield spot. Bases loaded, 2 down.
They're going to go to Murphy too, the lefty.
All right, so Murphy will be brought in and answers the question for once and for all. Wilson Contreras, would he play tonight? So we'll take the break. We have a pitching change. 10-10 with the bases loaded for the Sox. .10 last half of the 11th. The Red Sox have them all loaded up with 2 down. Then Murphy out of the bullpen. Chris Murphy 3-0, 4.40 ERA, and he'll get Jarren Duran, who could win the game right here. Try to hold up and strike 1.
And Murphy, that slider first pitch, fastball, he can run it up 97-98. Curveball sweeper for the most part to lefties.
Jarren tonight 0 for 4. Swinging a high pop up into left center, charging on Peters. He's got it. Red Sox will leave him loaded at the end of 11. 10-10. Game of 2026 for the Red Sox, and we play on as we go to the 12th inning. Dave, Lou, and Jemai with you, and Brian Bayo to make an appearance here in the top half of the 12th against the White Sox.
Boy, this game, man, you look at that again. The Sox have had some opportunities. Give them credit for kind of continue to be in this game. This has not been scripted that well. Ranger Suarez did not throw the ball well. You've used every single person you have. And now Brian Bayo out here, he's the last one you have. He threw 3 innings the other day on Tuesday. Only 28 pitches, though. Put up a 0 here and try to walk this thing off in the 12th.
Romo, their ghost runner. And as we start the 12th, and Tristan Peters 261 with 6 home runs. We'll take ball 1. Red Sox have 15 hits. Chicago at 10.
You wonder how sharp Bayo is, right? This is something he has never really done. Again, 3. You saw him out there in that bullpen getting loose. The first pitch way out of the zone.
And scooped up. Nice play by Rogers. Keep that runner at second.
Those first 2 pitches not even close.
2-0. 7, 8, 9 for Chicago. Red Sox have taken the first 2. They've won all 5 head-to-head against the White Sox this year.
He's the last guy you got. So you're out there in that mound. First 2 pitches not close. You're on an island right now to figure it out.
Romo off second. And a liner into right field. That'll drop down for a hit. The runner's going to take third and stop there. So that will put him on at first and third, and nobody out. And bring up Montgomery. Bring Montgomery in this one with 1 hit. We back in the 4th inning.
Again, after that first hit, now you get the ghost runner too. You know, infield's going to be in. They don't want to give anything up for the Red Sox. I get strike 1.
Red Sox have used 9 pitchers in this game, including the starter Ranger Suarez, who had a short outing. And downstairs, another stop by Rogers. 2-0.
The 2-0 count. Again, we all know the numbers at this point. Bayo's been fantastic this year out of that bullpen. .64 ERA. That's 42 innings. 8 relief appearances. Just a different ask here tonight. Just throwing a couple nights ago.
2-0. Goes to ball 3. Game that has tipped the 4-hour mark. Bayo trying to get back in this count. Time will be granted here by the home plate umpire Chris Conroy. First and third, nobody out. And Bayo again ready. Man, here's 3-1. And got it by him at 97. 3-2.
Yeah, I'm curious too. This infield's kind of in. If it's hit hard, do you just turn 2? Just give that run up, knowing you got a ghost runner in the 12th. You just, they're not all the way in.
3-2. Ground ball right side. Siegler will scoop. Got the out there onto first and not going to get a double play. They're going to, that runner holding at third. Romo did not attempt to score.
What are you doing?
At first and third, Red Sox catch a big break here.
I mean, on the ground, you have to go, period. Especially if it's slowly hit. Did he think it was going back to the pitcher? Red Sox catch a break. Look at this. This is a ground ball that I don't know if he thought it was going to the pitcher, but the Red Sox get a big break. A nice job by Sogard coming off to get that one.
Liner and a base hit into left center. That will get him home. Romo will score now. Runners on at first and second. 11-10 Chicago. Tanachi with a base hit. He's been troublesome tonight. It's his third hit. And the White Sox back in the lead.
He picked up Romo there, that's for sure. Hit ground ball double play. They're going to be talking about that base running play, but instead, as you mentioned, coming off that bench, 3 hits already here for Antonacci. Now Bayo's got to settle down, try to keep it at 1.
And here's Mydroth. Been their #1 star tonight with a pair of 2-run homers. One in the 3rd, one in the 10th. Which I'm sure he thought had won them the game when they went up 9-7. 2 on and 1 out. Showing a bunt and taking a ball. Mydroth only 1 career at bat against Bayo. He's 0 for 1. And 2 aboard. Here comes the 1-1 home.
This is back in the 10th inning. His home run off Aroldis Chapman. It was a hanging split, left inner half, and Mydroth gave them a 2-run lead at the time. Red Sox came back to tie it. Second of the game. First career multi-home run night for Chase Mydroth.
There's 11 for the year now, and a 1-2 pitch. And inside, knocked him down. Down awkwardly on the seat of his pants, 2-2.
Sinker almost got the elbow.
Bayo's 2-2. On one hop. Oh, got through Monasterio into left field. They're going to send the runner Duran firing home. Play at the plate. The tag is in time to get him. Montgomery out. Runners now at second and third for Chicago. Still a 1-run game now with 2 down.
Mydroth, this ball's hit hard. Monasterio trying to backhand it, but it was hit so hard it got to Durant quick, and he's beautiful throw. It gets Montgomery easy at home. What a wild game. Those runners on second and third become extremely important. Andrew Bailey's going to go have a little chat.
And Murakami's going to take an intentional walk here to load him up in front of Miguel Vargas with a man at every base.
Look at that ball, just kind of stayed down on Monasterio. If he's able to glove it, it was hit so hard, probably could have turned 2 and got out of it. Still no damage done as far as run scoring, but just extending this inning.
Vargas has gone 0 for 5. He did walk and score a run way back in the 3rd inning. He is 0 for 1 with a K against Bayo. No place to put him with 2 down. And a run home for Chicago. And he'll take ball 1. This, by the way, is the longest game for the Red Sox in the pitch clock era by time. With 21 combined runs on 28 hits. And a breaking ball in for strike.
This feels like the game right here, doesn't it? I mean, you got a great hitter. You mentioned it with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. He's a really good hitter. You want to keep it right here at 1 run.
1-1 pitch. And he missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. They're all filled up for the White Sox with a run home. And Bayo's 2-1. Ground ball to third. Durbin with it. Got the out there.
There you go.
Side is retired. 1-run game as we go to the bottom half of the 12th. To win the ball game, it's been quite a night. 11-10, Chicago with the lead as we go to the last half of the 12th inning. What are you working on?
I got late night coffee. It's about the 6th one of the night, but that's all right. Got to get one more here. Murphy got Duran's the ghost runner. This thing never ends. 12th inning.
Well over 4 hours now. Duran the runner. And Siegler will be the first batter in against the left-hander Murphy. Red Sox looking for another hero. They're in on the corners. No bunt. Wailing away. Comes up empty on a fastball. 0-1.
Love swing at that first pitch. Mentioned that first at bat. Remember, Rogers is on deck. Get it productive somehow. Get him in. Get him over. Having a great night here so far for Siegler.
Overthrown with a heater. 1 ball, 1 strike. As mentioned, Jake Rogers, brand new to the ball club. Waiting on deck. And a 1-1 on the way from the lefty. And a little looper into right field. Montgomery in to make the play, and Duran back to second. 1 down. And the last half of the 12th.
Jake Rogers again. Walked his last at bat in the 10th.
There's a couple of career at bats against Murphy, and he's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Rogers way back in 2017, part of the trade that sent Justin Verlander from the Tigers to the Astros. And the 1-0 way outside off the mitt. That'll advance the runner Duran on a wild one.
That's big too, to get him over to third base. Now as many things. I know the count's 2-0. And safety squeeze comes back into play now with Rogers. This fastball way away. You get Duran speed at third base. I'm not so sure Murakami's looking forward to fielding a ground ball. Wouldn't mind seeing him push it over there.
Infield drawn in for Chicago. Way outside with a curveball. 3-0. Duran representing the tying run.
Murphy isn't close here in these 3 pitches.
Not even close. No. 3-0. And the strike. Sogard on deck.
Push it.
Fly ball center field, well hit. Backing up Peters.
That'll work.
Plenty deep. He'll make the catch. Tagging up Duran. He will romp home. And here we go again. We're tied again. 11-11. Rogers a good at bat.
Well, that's a couple times. Wild pitches have really come into play here. That ball getting away from Murphy allowed Duran to get to third base, and then Rogers does enough. 3-1. Doesn't miss the pitch. Does his job to score Duran. Of course, the big wild pitch too. Whitlock. Right in that 11th inning, they got Vargas over to third base. Same thing. Scored on a sac fly.
So 11-11. In the 12th, Sogard will take a ball, and the count moves to 2-0. There's 1 hit tonight. That was in the 3rd inning. Trying to get on in front of Cedon. Who's been Mr. Clutch. And fouled back out of play, 2-1.
I may have to get another coffee. Huh?
Can you get me one? Ask for 2. Cream, couple sugars.
What the fight in these guys? Scored now each of the last 4 innings.
And popped up along the right field line. Long run here from Montgomery. And he's going to make the play, and a sliding play. He got to it at the last second. So tied up 11-11 at the end of 12 at Fenway. Well, if you're just tuning in, you have missed a lot. As we go to the 13th inning here at Fenway Park in a crazy game, Vargas will be the runner as we move on to the 13th inning.
You know, both teams are 7 for 21 with guys in scoring position. It's a lot of at-bats. That's what happens when you're 13th. It's only the 3rd game in Major League Baseball that's played beyond the 12th inning this year.
About that. Benintendi will lead it off. Vargas the runner. And here we go to the 13th. Bayo staying on to pitch. And a little pitch com issue here for Rogers. Diehards hanging in late into the night. Got that squared away. Benintendi 247 with 12 home runs. And he cuts and misses on a cutter.
We'll see if Bayo can settle in here. Right, kind of an ambush there in that 12th inning. Coming out of the bullpen, a little unfamiliar. Maybe 1 inning, kind of get that thing loose. 19 pitches.
0-1 from the righty. And popped up sky high. Back of home plate. Room for Rogers. He's got it. Runner has to stay put at second.
I mentioned that's a big one. That is a big one.
One down with Montgomery coming up.
Keep him right at second base.
2 for 4 with a couple of singles and 2 runs batted in for Colson Montgomery. Bayo the last man to pitch, last man available. And a check swing and no swing for ball 1. For the Sox, 11 runs, 15 hits. For Chicago, 11 runs on 13 hits. One down in the 13th. Tied him up.
That's just a predetermined swing. Just guessing here the whole way. Missed it by 1.5 feet.
Bayo's 1-1 to Montgomery. Good life on the heater, 97-98.
Looks a lot more comfortable here this inning. Again, kind of more in a routine. Throw an inning, get in that dugout, get back out there. Probably more comfortable warming up. Now I got to execute this pitch right here, put him away.
Punch out here. How big would that be to get the left-handed power hitter? His 25 home runs. Bayo with a 1-2 home. One out. Vargas at second. Bayo's 2-2. Runner taken off. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third and will not get him. Strike 3 on the swing and miss. So 2 down with a man at third.
You mentioned Vargas with those stolen base threat. A guy can run, and with 1 out, it does change it, right? With nobody out, you're not going to take a chance. But with 1 out, you take a shot. The most important thing is this strikeout. He's not there with 1 out. Rogers, good strong throw. He's there with 2 outs. You're still going to, when we can get him with Romo. Gonna get a hit.
2 down, runner at third. Romo the hitter. Foul back for strike 1.
A much better job getting ahead of counts, right? Last inning it was 2-0. It seemed like the first 2 or 3 hitters.
(11-11). 0-1 to Romo. Ground ball to the right side. Siegler will go to first. And that will do it for Chicago. 11-11 as we go to the last half of the 13th. Red Sox trying to win it. Well, time to win this thing. Bottom of the 13th, Red Sox 11, White Sox 11. Eric Fetty will take over on the mound.
We talk about Bayo throwing on Tuesday, 28 pitches, 3 innings. Fetty threw on Tuesday. He went 3 innings, 50 pitches, and gave up 5. They're down to it in the bullpen as well. Sogard to be on second, Cedon. You just need 1. Hard time bunting Cedon, don't you?
I do. I'm swinging away from Cedon Rafaela with that clutch gene, and he'll take ball 1. Can win it right here.
Did such a good job kind of hitting the ball the other way as well. You can kind of do a lot of different things to get Sogard over there.
Right hand is 1-0. Swung on and popped up. Foul ground. Murakami will make the catch. They get a big first out. We'll send up Wilyer Abreu with 1 down.
It's easy to say it now, right? He popped up at the first base. It's been so hot, and they're going to walk Abreu.
So it brings up Durbin.
You bunt Cedon there. You probably walk Abreu. You probably walk Durbin, and you pitch to Jones with the bases loaded. If you're that man.
Well, here comes Durbin. 2 hits tonight, single and a double. Appeared to jam his left pinky finger again early in the game. Once again, he stayed in 1 for 5 with an RBI against Fetty. Red Sox have the winning run at second in the last half of the 13th. And he'll look at a strike. Not sure you can get a filthier uniform than the one Durbin's wearing. And he'll lay off. That's downstairs. 1-1.
Got that sweeper that he loves. Sinker about 94. Those 2 in the cutter to righties.
1-1 on the way. Up the middle, base hit. Here he comes. Sogard rounding to throw home, and the Sox win again. What a wild ride on a roller coaster tonight. And that's 8 in a row and another sweep. 5 times the Red Sox come from behind to tie, and now they win it in 13.
They don't lose much, do they? What a gut check. You had to play 13. You scored in each of the last 5 innings. They had opportunities, but still to come back down 4-0 early in this game. This team is something else. Like just sit back and watch. I'm not so sure you're going to see it again.
No.
What they're doing.
In your lifetime.
Oh, heater sinkered up the middle. He's just going to watch Sogard run.
A big night for the Durbinator.
How about it?
In the spotlight in the end, the Red Sox win a thriller by a final score of 12-11. Back and forth and back and forth. They are one relentless team.
It's another sweep. It's now 26-3. It's now 17-3 since the All-Star break. They've won 10 of 11 and now 8 straight. It's another streak.
16-4 in their last 20 games at Fenway Park. Caleb Durbin celebrating tonight. There's a point where you weren't sure if he was going to be able to continue because he injured that finger again, but he's something else. Let's go downstairs to Jemai with the star of the night.
All right, thank you very much. I'll be here with Caleb Durbin, and you guys come up here, tie game in the 13th. You got the winning run on second base. What's your approach there in that situation, Caleb?
I mean, they walked the guy in front of me. I had to make him pay for it. Just do the job.
Oh, man.
Need new batting gloves now.
How you feeling right now?
It's good. It's a hot one tonight, so that felt really good.
When you think about Trace using everybody in this game, truly a team win, how do you best describe what you guys have been able to do over this stretch?
I mean, we're so deep right now. We trust everyone from bench guys to, whatever our lineup is, we trust everyone. It's just special right now. It's a fun group to be a part of.
You guys are down 4-0, came back to tie it, down several more times in that game. What can you say about this team's fighting spirit at this stage of the year?
That's our identity now. That's what we do. We're not surprised. That's just...
You were saying?
It's who we are. We worked really hard to get to this point, and I mean, this game, if anything, is exemplified, who we are now. And there's never any doubt,
There was some worry about you earlier in the game. How's the pinky looking? How's the finger? What happened?
Good. It's a pinky. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, Caleb, thanks for the time. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's all good, OB. It's just the pinky.
It's just the pinky. There's a T-shirt for you. There's something in that dirty water, man. This is incredible.
Yeah, and this kid here, talk about what changed. Toughness, not coming out of the game, grit. Think of the first 2 months that Caleb Durbin had, replacing Devers, replacing Bregman, and to stick with it, keep playing defense, turn his whole year around. This kid is tough. So isn't this ball club. This has been a lot of fun.
And on we roll. What a win. Of all the incredible wins already this summer, this is right there at the top as the Red Sox win in 13 innings, 4 hours and 23 minutes. The win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. A lot of extra innings tonight. TC, Will, and JP will break it all down. That and more after the break.